Good morning, everyone.
Woo!
It's showtime.
Certainly is.
Heavy rain in New York City.
Oh, a pain in the ass to fucking get around.
Now.
You can't make it sound bad because of the Midwest.
Okay, thank you.
I know. You know, they have a little trouble with the weather, too.
I don't know how they deal with tornadoes. That's something we don't have here.
Well, they're, Oklahoma strong. They're Kentucky strong.
Kentucky strong?
Texas strong.
Oh, okay. They'll be all right then.
They know how to pull together. There's no other state that has the type of people.
The toughness.
That can come together in adversity.
Right.
Except for, New York, Jersey, Boston, of course.
Boston's strong.
L.A.
L.A. almost strong.
Yeah.
Well, L.A. is pretty strong today.
Yeah.
They're pretty strong. They're one today.
They're one. They are one.
I got to tell you, man, I slept like a baby last night, knowing that all those multimillionaires will not be hurt by an old racist and his words anymore.
That is good.
I slept great because of that.
I'm glad there was swift justice, just in case he was going to do it again.
Thank God.
Had to get it taken care of, lickety-split.
Thank God these multimillionaires are taken care of.
Yeah.
And no one could hurt them anymore.
No one could hurt them.
Jesus.
It is ridiculous.
Stupid words. Stupid words getting in the way of everything nowadays.
Words hurt. We learned that.
And then the Clippers go out on the court and continue to play for the guy.
Yeah.
I don't understand that part of this.
Yeah. There are so many little peripheral things that are just ridiculous. MSNBC, of course, they were having a virtual party last night on the air. And I forgot who it was, but of course it's some really liberal PC person.
Is it the guy with the glasses?
It might have been.
Chris Hayes?
It might have been Chris Hayes. Saying that this wasn't enough. This didn't go far enough.
What?
Because, and here was the logic.
Right.
Because he could just give the team over to his family.
Right. Okay.
Now, is he saying that the entire family now should just be shunned and shouldn't be allowed to have the team? Guilt by relation, association.
Yeah.
It's that to me is insanity.
Oh my God, that's taking it way too far.
The whole family should be.
Right.
We need the entire Jewish family. To get on the boxcar.
So, if Donald Sterling decides to sell. I don't know if you could actually force him to sell. I guess what? The rest of the owners get together and they decide if he has to sell. And if he does sell, it's going to be for a ridiculous profit.
Yeah.
I think I read he only paid like $12-13 million for the team. That sounds crazy.
And what if he sells it to a family member for $1?
Right.
If he just goes, here, team's yours.
Right.
They can't force the family member to sell. Can't do it.
So I guess we're going to have to just kill the guy.
The guy needs to die, yes. That seems to be the only way.
Oh, man, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Is he a racist? I do believe so.
Sure.
But
they needed this, and the fact that they needed this settled immediately. Like, there are things that happen that go on for months of, investigations and, not letting emotion take over, letting due process play out. This was just like, we need an answer quick.
Well, that's because the team's in the playoffs. It's a major distraction for the team and the rest of the league. That's probably why. I bet you if the Clippers weren't in the playoffs, then maybe they would have been
a little.
They would have taken their time, I think.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just silly to me. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just can't be bothered with words anymore.
It did get a little too much attention on the popular front on the news.
I don't know. Told to sell the Clippers, fined $2.5 million, lifetime ban. Slam Punk is one of the headlines today.
That's a good one.
I actually tweeted this one. I'm a big fan of tweeting these amazingly funny and clever headlines.
That you should share.
This one says, clipped. NBA, no bigots allowed.
Oh.
See, that's what NBA stands for.
I have a different one.
Well, I've seen it on the old Twitter. Not by you, by the way.
Of course.
But I have seen the one you're thinking of. Ban Sterling for life.
Yeah.
By the way, I do apologize. My fly's open in that tweet.
Oh, is it?
I didn't do that on purpose.
Oh, boy.
And then clip, hooray! clip, hooray!
The editor actually said, okay, that's good. Let it print with
Right.
clip, hooray.
And then this one, Nowhere Man.
That's a Beatles song.
Clippers, NBA tries to return to normalcy with Sterling out for life. But the fact remains that the players did play for him last night.
Yeah.
And I guess they won the game, right?
Did they? Yeah? Was that it?
Well,
because when all's said and done, I still don't care about basketball.
I'm not watching that much basketball these days, but I'm like, probably like a lot of dummies out there. I'm like, hey, I think we're going to see the Clippers tonight
I'm going to watch the Clippers.
See if anything crazy goes on.
I bet if you...
And then I looked on my guide, and I'm like, 11 o'clock?
Yeah,
I think the game just ended.
West Coast.
Fuck, I can't stay up till 11.
Hells no.
They won?
I believe so, yeah. What was the score? Do we have it on our little sheet here? NBA.
Score.
No. Who did the prep sheet today, Sam?
Uh-oh. Sal?
Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
E-Rock.
Oh,
Yeah, Eric just stinks.
Oh, no.
Because this is what the paper does.
Oh, boy.
Look, under sports, NBA, Memphis beat Oklahoma 100-99. Washington beat Chicago 75-69. Golden State, LA Clippers, no score because it was too late at night.
What? Yeah.
But that's like what used to happen in the 80s, the 90s.
He did it this morning.
Wait, there was no way to look online
That's
and
what I'm
see?
saying. That's why he stinks.
Oh, no.
The Clippers
E-Rock.
story is pretty big, so you would think we might want the
You
score.
probably want to... People kind of want to know...
And Sal's jumping up and down with his thumbs up in the air. Why, Sal?
Because Sal thinks this makes him look good.
No, it doesn't make me look good. It's just I like when Uriah gets thrown under the bus.
Well,
a little bit.
you certainly do.
And now here comes E-Rock. He'll have some stupid, swarmy comment.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
What Sal doesn't realize is he's jumping up and down, but he just bought himself the prep sheet tomorrow.
That's it.
And could we look it up ourselves? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what are you going to say? All right. Thank you.
Oh!
Goodbye. Clippers 113, Warriors 103 last night.
Do you think he did that?
What can I say?
But why wouldn't you get the score for that? I mean, usually we don't give a fuck about the LA Clippers, granted, but it's a huge story.
Right.
Wouldn't you have as many facts about the Clippers today as possible?
Boy, E-Rock.
Right. And when I was writing the sports part last night, the game wasn't done. And when I was doing everything else this morning, I was like, oh, I'll just get the score in the morning. And I did forget to put that particular score on the prep sheet.
I did forget was the key part of that explanation.
I did all right, that's fair enough.
did forget.
At least you're taking responsibility.
Yeah. So, yeah, the one game, it figures.
That was the big one, to get the score on.
All right.
Oh,
So-
boy.
All right. I'll accept that.
There you have it.
Sal's very happy about this, by
I'm
the
sure
way.
he is.
Do you
He was
have anything to
jumping
say
for
to
joy.
Sal? Because he was jumping up and down with his thumbs up in the air.
Thumbs up, like laughing.
Really excited.
Well, the show's still early. I'm sure he'll miss a music cue or something.
Oh!
We'll be good.
Incompetent Sal, right?
You will, right? He's getting better.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he's getting better.
Sal kind of did pull this whole thing where he was a really good intern, then he got hired, and just went into suckdom.
He sucked for a while.
He was the worst employee we had.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of pulling it out, right?
I told you personally, right, Sal?
Yes, you did.
There you go.
I listened to exactly what you had to say, and
No, Sal is way better.
So if I could reiterate, he was a piece of fucking shit.
Right.
Did you say one of the worst employees ever or the worst?
I would say one of the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a few other people that were kind of slacking before they left this establishment.
All right, well, what are we going to do with this Sterling thing?
I don't know. It's been...
You want to hear what Silver said? Adam Silver?
He really didn't mince words, did he?
No, he didn't beat around the bush, as they say.
He had to come on strong, and he
Went
did.
right in.
I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr.
You know, I do want to say one thing, and we've all said it. The one thing I wish they would add to this discussion is the fact that, this guy was talking in his house. in private.
That's the biggest issue.
That is a major fucking issue.
Yeah.
There's a story in the paper today, and I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but there's a coach for the Warriors who got fired recently, and he was secretly taping coaches talking to players.
Oh, boy.
What is on those tapes? And will they be released? And will the players be okay with the fact that they were taped when they were having private conversations?
Let me tell you something. This is setting a precedent where you will see women and men, but this, if you look at this situation exactly, let's say you're having marital difficulties, going to be getting a divorce, or just have a woman scorned. Let's say,
right.
All she has to do is record some guy saying horrible things, her boyfriend, husband, whatever,
right,
and put it out there and destroy his life. So, because we're not seeing any repercussions coming her way for illegally taping this guy.
Right.
And it seems like, wow, that worked. Like, why don't I give that a whirl? Let me destroy this executive boyfriend or husband.
But none of these talking heads on the TV are stepping forward and saying, whoa, okay, yes, we see what's going on here, but we got to add this to the discussion. It's not right that people are being secretly taped and then these audio recordings are being pushed out to the media. Because there's a lot of scumbaggy websites like TMZ that'll take these tapes in a second.
In a second.
No
and it's going to be the new thing. Like, it becomes the new thing.
Right.
Like TMZ saw what this did for them, and all the other websites and the news agencies, they saw how good this was for them. So why wouldn't they accept other people's tapes to slam somebody?
It's not even part of the discussion.
Not even.
Not even in a little bit. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. Warriors assistant recorded coaches. A former assistant coach for the Warriors reportedly recorded conversations of coaches and players without their knowledge before being fired by the team this month. ESPN, citing anonymous sources, reported that Darren Ehrman secretly recorded coaches' meetings, conversations between coaches and players, and informal discussions. It's unclear what Ehrman did with the alleged recordings.
Uh-oh.
He was fired on April 5th for what the team called a violation of company policy, so maybe they found out he was recording. Sure. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Ehrman already has landed a job with another team.
What do you think he'll do with these recordings if he's got something?
Hey, man, the NBA's cool with it. They're cool with you secretly taping each other.
And so is the public. And the same public that cries about privacy and we're losing all our privacy.
Yes.
And when it comes to someone else's privacy, you just don't give a fuck.
You don't care.
You don't care. So I have no mercy for the individual who loses their privacy.
I would bet a lot of money that I will go with every single NBA player has said some really shitty things in their private life.
I think everybody walking the earth.
When they knew they were safe and knew no one was taping them.
Right.
Period.
Of course they have. Terrible things.
So, here's Silver yesterday.
I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr. Sterling came from within an institution that has historically taken such a leadership role in matters of race relations.
And
caused current and former players, coaches, fans, and partners of the NBA to question their very association with the league.
Come on.
To them.
I would love to bash this guy, too.
Outrage.
Because he's a groveling. But he was put in a very tough position by when the president is talking about it. It's a really hard position to be in as the new commissioner.
Oh, yeah. As soon as the recordings got out, this guy was fucked. We all knew that. And Silver is doing what he has to do.
Yeah.
Them and pioneers of the game like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton.
Not Sweetwater.
The great Bill Russell, and particularly Magic Johnson.
Oh, no.
I apologize.
Why is he apologizing to a collection of black basketball players?
You didn't do anything wrong.
He did nothing.
You didn't do anything.
The owner did it in his private life, you groveling idiot.
Here's today's apology.
Yuck.
Can we go? Let me ask the people here.
Oh, God.
And my pals. You think we could go a week without a big apology?
No.
Let's start the clock today, Sam. Put it on
Apology
the
clock.
docket. Put it on the docket.
Apology clock.
An apology clock. Can we go? Should we make it 10 days?
We'll start with 10.
Let's start with
right,
10.
then we'll see
Can
if
we
we
go
can-
10 days without a big apology in the news?
It's just always somebody.
Why is this guy apologizing?
This guy has no reason to apologize whatsoever.
No, other than the fact that he looks like a fucking, like the Dracula. Who was the creepy Dracula?
Nosferatu.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very
Nosferatu.
uncomfortable to look at.
He just floated to the podium. Oh, God. Why? Why is he apologizing?
Accordingly, effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with
like
the
to on
Clippers
Twitter.
organization
Bam.
or the NBA. Mr. Sterling may not attend any NBA games or practices. He may not be present at any Clippers facility, and he may not participate in any business or player personnel decisions involving the team.
How do they do that?
He will also be barred from attending NBA Board of Governors meetings or participating in any other league activity. I am also fining Mr. Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum amount allowed under the NBA Constitution.
He says that because he knows like 2.5 is nothing to this guy.
Me a bag of shells, Norton.
That's a cup of coffee for Donald Sterling.
2.5 mil.
I'm telling you, man, he's 81 years old. I don't think he just says all right to this. He knows he's at the end of his life.
He can fight it without, you know.
Why would he? Why? I mean, if you're a younger guy and you want to try to get your life together and move on to other things, maybe. But why would this guy just agree to all this without a fight?
He should come up with the anti-Semitism angle and say that they're just doing this because I'm a Jew and completely turn it around. Come out with a yarmulke and fucking pay us. Really pour it on.
These funds will be donated to organizations dedicated to anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you use the money to give everybody a cronut or something? Why does everything have to be so calculated?
We're going to give this organizations. Oh, are you? What a waste of money that is. Fuck.
Everything
Boy.
has to be so well thought out.
Right.
You know?
Boy, is this a fucking butt lapping.
It's a grovel fest.
It is a grovel fest.
It's a grovel fest, but
Which
again,
I-
that was a bad thing for the NBA.
Yeah, which I understand to a point, but
You don't have to come at... You know what? Honestly, it's a bad thing for the NBA. But honestly, do you have to come out with a fucking press conference like this with this contrite, apologize, we're giving the money, just don't worry. Like, this could have been done with an email. Hey, by the way, we're doing this.
well, not in this day and age.
Done.
You got to be front and center with this.
and the players were all.
Top screen.
I saw that.
Little child. Look.
Yeah, I believe I saw it.
Typical.
All right.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh, that's adorable. That's great. Little knockout game.
Anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts that will be jointly selected by the NBA and its Players Association.
Oh, yeah.
As for Mr. Sterling's ownership interest in the Clippers, I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority
Exercise.
to force a sale of the team, and will do everything in my power to ensure that that happens.
Interesting there. What do you think the owners are going to do? Because like I said earlier, maybe off before the show, the owners don't want to lose power. They like knowing they have a little power over the league itself.
That's true.
I think they're going to vote unanimously.
You think they all try to get
ban him.
together and say we got to do this unanimously?
Yeah, because they're players. Every player in the NBA is so invested in this,
Right.
and would be so angry at their owner if they did. You know what I mean? It's really a hard one to kind of not go with the flow on this one if you're one of the owners.
And And then someone asked Silver, about the conversation being private. And this is what Silver had to say yesterday.
Should someone lose their team for remarks shared in private? Is this a slippery slope?
Whether or not these remarks were initially shared in private, they are now public, and they represent his views.
See, that's not a good enough answer.
It's a safe answer. But
how can you be? And I say that, but then again, like, what if the guy was a Nazi who advocated Jews being killed? Like, yeah, I wouldn't want him owning a team, man. Like, what's the line between your views and privacy?
I would have followed up that question and said, Mr. Silver, are you cool with people, recording you without your knowledge? Are you going to be all right with that?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to record people now. You just fucking hit record on your phone and just put it on a table.
I know.
The screen goes black.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. They do it to us every day here.
Racist.
Oh, we're on the air.
The screen goes black, so even if you're looking over at someone's phone, it just looks like their phone is just on the table and nothing's going on.
Correctamundo. This is going to
start
be
recording
very popular.
everything. I just want to let you guys know that.
Cool.
I'm going to just record everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Has Roland bought a Clippers jersey yet? I believe he has.
Yes. What about fake Roland? What did he buy?
Good old fake Roland.
Fake Roland thanked Mike Baker yesterday for stopping by and said, "See you tomorrow."
Because it's here till Friday, of course.
Tuesday through Friday.
Holy shit, was he mad.
All right, let's go to some video. Yeah, we got the Clippers and the big standing ovation that happened last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Was it packed?
Oh, boy, was it.
Packed out.
Just like we said it would be.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that he made the decision before the game, I think, probably helped.
Yeah.
People, all the
The Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center, taking the floor a short time ago.
And why are they being like, whoa, yeah, like, what did they do?
They had to deal with hurtful words, Anthony.
Oh, right. Hey, that's the guy from the video game commercial.
Is he only half mad?
That's funny.
Hate will never win is one of the signs.
Hate wins every day.
That wasn't all right. That was all right.
Oh, you dumb signs and you dumb fucking shit. Another victory for the good guys. Words hurt.
And then
very important.
The Oprah had something to say.
Did she? Of course.
Oprah told TMZ a thing or two. Where was she coming out of? Is she in New York?
Yeah, I think it was in New York because it sounded like it was our TMZ guy.
Oh, is it Adam?
Wow, that's a coup.
We might know a TMZ guy or two.
Yeah.
Was it Adam?
It sounded like it.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you in a
I know
second.
his voice.
Yeah.
Oprah! You look beautiful. Good to see you. You look great.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Oprah.
Try it up.
Try it up. Any advice to the Clippers organization and Doc Rivers and stuff?
No, I don't have any advice, but all I got to say is we're all off the plantation. Plantation days are over.
Well, listen, if this guy gets rid of the team, any chance you buy the Clippers?
When the fuck was anyone on it in the past 100, 200 fuck years? Jesus H. Christ! Stop with the plantation!
We're talking about multimillionaires here.
Holy fuck! I love that. When Spike Lee saying, he treated his players, they were his slaves. Well, that's the most well-paid slaves I've ever heard of. Holy mother of fuck. Some perspective, people. Some fucking perspective.
What?
He put them in chains. Yes, he did. Gold, silver, and platinum ones. Holy mother of fuck. The plantation.
Well, what are you going to do?
Relax, Oprah. I don't think anyone was on the plantation that's playing for the Clippers. And quite frankly, I don't think anyone had a complaint about how they were treated in the organization. This guy said his horrific shit in his house in the privacy of his own home. But is there one complaint from a player or a coach or anything that it was mismanaged, that medical treatment wasn't there, that money wasn't there, that anything?
Take it a step further. A lot of people have said that Donald Sterling everyone knew he was this guy for a long time.
Right.
And these players still went to the Clippers to play.
Still.
So they were cool with it. They knew.
Elgin Baylor was the guy who complained, but I don't know what happened.
What did he complain about?
He got for racial discrimination in 2009. He sued him.
Right.
Okay.
For some, I guess, moving the organization.
Going with Ant's point, though, a lot of people knew this guy was this guy, and continue to go there and play.
And I'm sure other people sue people for racial discrimination that aren't racists. You know, it's kind of a thing to do sometimes. So you know. I don't know how that played out, but apparently they were being treated fine. They were being paid. They were playing the game. They had all the resources they needed. Plantation. Holy crap!
Is there a new tape?
Oh,
where he said, "I hate when."
I heard where you were going.
Absolutely. What about the tape?
Yeah, it's mine.
Is there a new tape?
Not that I know of.
Why? Did you see
Did he talk about
N-bomb
being
tape?
inside you? Did Sterling say something like that?
No, I didn't hear that.
No.
You sure? I know there's another. There's a tape going around of some woman that drops an N-bomb, I think.
Oh, okay.
But she's saying it's not her.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
It looked like MSNBC might have played a new tape or more audio that is at least associated with this. Just take a quick look out there.
Look at that, Adam Silver. Holy shit. They should have put him on like a board and just had him stand up from behind the podium like Nosferatu.
He's immediately. I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA.
Okay, so what that means is no practice, no games. He cannot be at the Clippers facility or weigh in on any personnel decisions. He can have no interaction with the team he owns ever again. And that's on top of a maximum $2.5 million fine. Pretty nominal, really, considering his estimated net worth is around $1.9 billion. But the question of how long Sterling will own the Clippers is now also in doubt.
I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority to force...
Wow. He'll sell.
Yeah, I think he will.
Oh, yeah.
He'll sell, Mortimer.
He'll be forced to, because I think you're right. I think it'll be a unanimous decision.
Uh-huh.
There's too much at stake, so the owners probably... I feel like they probably don't want to all vote yes, but
if you
they have to get together on this. Right.
And someone finds out.
Now you're guilty of something. I don't know what.
And they're probably like, you know what? Fuck him. He's putting us all at risk here.
Yeah, it's true.
Every day we have to deal with this. The woman that made the tape said that Sterling was aware he was being recorded. Our show doesn't believe that.
Of course she says that.
I believe she has to say that.
She's so fucking guilty if she doesn't say that.
We don't believe that is true.
Yeah.
We believe she said that so she could get the tapes out there.
It's a he said, she said.
Yeah. Although I wonder if she fucked up by releasing everything, because what happens now is there's nothing to bargain with, because he's going to come after her legally for the recordings, and now there's nothing for her to hold over his head. Like, why would he care if these other tapes come out?
Yeah.
He's lost everything already.
Yeah.
Unless he said shit about his family or whatever he doesn't want out there.
Can we go back to the Oprah?
Sure. Please do.
So, Oprah, I think she's saying some good things so far.
The plantation.
Well, listen, if this guy gets rid of the team, any chance we'd buy the Clippers?
No, I won't be
out.
buying the Clippers, but I hear Magic Johnson might be. Did you hear that?
I did not hear that. That's
yeah. Where have you been? You're TMZ.
I
you
know.
hear everything. I heard, so I'm not putting it out there.
Yeah,
I heard it.
That'd be
Magic
really cool, though.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
Who's your team, by the way? Chicago?
Oh, listen. I'm still back in the old days with the Bulls, I swear.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Would you say Michael's the best player, or are you LeBron?
You're not getting me into that debate.
Okay, no, I will not do that.
You're not getting me into that. But TMZ, my goodness.
I know.
You guys must be doing the hula since you broke this story,
It's
right?
crazy, right? Since they broke the story, there've been so many other stories from
So
it.
how
it's
did
so
that
interesting.
happen? How did that? Did she call you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about that. But,
Wow.
Is it crazy? Would you say what was the biggest story? I mean, you come from a news background. What would you say is the biggest story of your career?
O.J. Simpson, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. What did you say?
What happened there?
For me, I was 96.
We all remember where we were. How many of these do you have? Come on. Hey. Yeah, I would say O.J. Simpson was the biggest.
Really? Bigger than Watergate?
Bigger than 9/11?
Or no, was that just a crazy story to
No.
O.J.? Different kind of story?
Different kind of story, because Watergate, we all sat and watched the hearings every day. But O.J., everybody remembers where they were when that Bronco was going
chase.
down.
Sure.
People call their friends. All right, that's it.
One last question.
I gotta get to tea.
Wait, one last question.
Yeah.
If you're one of the best interviews ever. If you had to interview Mr. Sterling, what would your question be? Your first question be?
I don't know. I'd have to sit with that. It would be a doozy, though.
Yeah.
I would have to sit with it. So you would want the first question to be the most revealing, Like in the interview with Lance, we did a lot of thinking about what that first question would be. So he would reveal, and after that first question, there's nowhere to go. Have you taken drugs? Did you take drugs for this? So I have to think about it. I wouldn't just say that.
You put a lot of research into that one of the first questions, like the biggest one. That's really interesting.
You would think long and hard about what that first question.
Good job by Adam.
He fucking fires off stuff.
Actually, one last question. As me as the interview, because this is what I do. I run doing interviews. Do you have any advice for me as the TNC camera guys doing interviews and stuff like that? As you being, because it's a different kind of interview.
Yeah, so I don't have any advice.
Do you think you'd be a good TNC?
No, I would not. I would not be good at this at all.
I love you. You're the best. I love you. Good seeing you.
He's so approachable. Like, he's just a nice guy.
Seriously, thank you.
He looks the part. He's a nice guy. Like, he's
good.
Yeah, the celebrities kind of they'll gravitate toward him. He doesn't scare anyone away.
I'm just sitting here. I'm not paparazzi.
Right.
I'm just here with the camera.
I'm a regular kind of guy, just hanging out.
But I think he'll back off too. Like, he's not a dick.
No,
I've seen him kind of go, all right, like, he's not a total asshole to people, so they kind of like him.
Yeah.
Oprah looks fucking good, by the way.
She lost some weight.
She looks really good.
She's 60 at least.
Wow.
60, maybe 61.
Really?
What about that story about she booted her stepmother out of that house? I guess they got divorced, her father and the stepmother, and Oprah, I guess, had a bad relationship with this woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah,
huh?
there's a huge, I guess, a book being written.
Damn.
Was it an interview? I don't know.
Who knows?
Off the plantation, though. That's what I took away from that. God damn, until that fucking whole mentality goes away. You could say everything you want about the dumb old white guys and their racism. It's like, well, until that goes away. Well, it goes hand in hand with that. The plantation.
We have a huge problem discussing race. It should be something that's at the forefront, something that we want to talk about without hiding behind.
Shut up, you liar. Caddy.
Yeah, I was going to ask Kerry. He was banned, of course, for his racist remarks.
No one wants to talk about race.
I didn't think much. What did you
White
think,
people
Kerry,
don't
of the
want to
way
talk
that he
about
was
race. Black
talking
people
to
talk
his
about it.
girlfriend on those
No, they'll hang out to
videotapes
dry,
either?
too. The dumb white
this
people
guy's
will.
attitude,
And
both
black
to
people
women
don't want to hear white people's
and to
real
people, and to African
opinions about
Americans,
race.
it's just horrendous.
Listen, I grew up in Los Angeles, and anybody who is, I'm a huge Lakers fan, but I went to some Clippers games, and anybody who's within sports within that city
this is not relevant to the story.
ran into this man. His reputation with women is just as atrocious as his behavior.
Oh, yeah, like the players aren't,
right? And it was almost as if...
womanizer.
So everyone is saying he had a bad reputation, but these players continue to play there.
And his reputation with women is atrocious?
Yeah, really.
What does she give a flying fuck? More shit. Why not? What, we got sex tapes from the bedroom, too, that were filmed fucking...
The money talks, man, in the end.
Does bullshit walk? That's what I want to know.
No, skateboard.
Money talks.
Oh.
These guys continue to play for him knowing that he had a horrendous reputation out there. Wow.
A bad reputation. Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be a good song to go to break with.
Oh, man. Who was that?
Joan Jett.
Oh, yeah?
Right?
I think so.
All right. Let me see something.
Yes, he's
no guest today. Yes.
Oh, well, we're not sure of that.
Yeah, it's not confirmed.
What if fake Roland?
Fake Roland might have booked somebody?
Who books people on Twitter?
That was funny.
It was Roland on the after show yesterday. Roland's talking like, yeah, I send an email and follow-up phone call. And they did the Twitter.
Not just a tweet.
Mike Baker's like, oh, I'll be there. Tuesday through Friday, I'm in.
Oh, it's podcast day.
Yes.
The Opie and Anthony podcast. Every Wednesday is a new episode. This week we decided to go with the best of Rich Voss. So go get that. Get it through the iTunes if you can for bragging rights.
Already getting some very happy tweets about that one. People are enjoying it already.
They really like it? Good.
Although you should probably be listening to the live show and then listen to the podcast a little later.
Yeah. Whatever. Just listen to the Opie and Anthony brand.
Whatevs.
Yeah. Old clips, new clips, podcasts. We don't care.
Whatevs.
And there's a link on our Facebook page, probably?
Yeah, on the Facebook page, on the Twitter. O&A show.
On both of those things.
Yes.
All right. We'll continue. Oh, I know why. Saigon Falls back on this date in 1975.
Whoops. Peace with honor. Whoops. Happened there. And baby, it all go down together.
How's the town hall? Did that do all right?
Oh, that happened?
What's the buzz on that, Sam? What are people saying?
I think everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah,
a lot of celebrities, Pink and Melissa Etheridge. And,
why didn't Billy sing though? I heard he only sang one song or something.
What?
He sang a little bit.
Yeah, but shouldn't he be singing? It's his songs.
He did a duet with Pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else did he do?
He sang a couple songs.
Oh, all right.
Then Melissa Etheridge sang.
I heard he only sang one song or something.
Melissa Etheridge sang "Only the Good Die Young."
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, it went pretty well, I think.
The Rangers lost last night, Roro.
Oh, he's got his Rangers shirt on and everything.
You're conflicted. You don't know if you should be wearing your Rangers shirt or your LA Clippers shirt today.
The Clippers is coming in for next week.
Next week? It's going to be too late. Story's not going to be hot anymore.
Exactly.
You're not going to get your high fives on the subway.
I'm trying to get my Sterling jersey in.
Yeah.
We went and saw Neighbors last night, me and Roland.
Oh, Seth Rogen's
special guest, Don Wickland.
Joint.
Yeah, Don Wickland shows up.
Ah, wow. Did you cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn container?
That would have been better.
Didn't have to. He'd shoot it.
He'd shoot through it. To get to the clock. I'm sitting there. I go, all right, Roland, I'll see the Seth Rogen movie, because he's coming in soon.
Yeah.
And I must say, the movie was fantastic. I did like it a lot.
And you're not kidding?
No.
Okay.
No, it's it's a little more old school. There's like tits in the movie.
I like that shit.
You don't see tits in movies anymore.
A lot of tits.
So he brought back the tits.
And the drugs.
And the drugs.
Use.
You don't see drugs in movies anymore.
No.
Drugs, booze.
Unless they're bad guys, none of the good guys.
And also a white guy saying the N-word a couple times.
That's crazy right there.
I thought that was a little crazy. That might make a headline or two.
Wow.
Maybe not, though.
What white guy?
I don't know his name.
His friend that he plays in the movie.
Who was really funny. But what's his name?
I'm not sure.
And has he been in anything else? And was that James Franco's brother?
Yeah, he plays Zac Efron's friend.
And Zac Efron.
Yeah. Mr. Six-Pack.
Yeah, he was. He was almost nude for the ladies.
Oh,
for the ladies.
A little something for the ladies.
A little cheesecake for the ladies.
Yeah, for the ladies.
But I liked it. There was no message. You know how comedies have to have some weird message near the end.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's a young married parent, and the house next door is sold.
To me was sold.
To a fraternity.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be a lot of hijinks.
Sure.
And a lot of noise complaints.
Uh-huh.
It was good. I liked it. I definitely liked it. And the theater went just nuts. They loved it.
Oh, yeah? They loved it?
They absolutely loved it. I think Seth Rogen has a hit on his head.
That's good.
Another hit.
He puts out a lot of these funny fucking movies, yeah.
So
McLovin was in it, too.
Oh.
What do you think of the movie?
I liked it.
What is the movie about, in your words, Roland?
Seth Rogen is a family man. And next door, the house was for sale. So he's hoping for a gay couple to buy it, but instead, a fraternity bought it.
And then what happens?
Shenanigans.
Yep.
Drugs.
Yep.
Boobies.
Yep.
And explosions.
Well, yeah. And a lot of raving.
A lot of raving.
There were a lot of visually. It was cool to watch too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of kind of like rave scenes
And
that's
sex
cool.
scenes too.
And what?
Sex scenes.
Like a lot of sex.
And over drinking and hazing. I didn't like the hazing stuff as much because it just brought back horrible memories for the Obster.
Oh, right. We heard about that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I think the people are going to like Neighbors.
Yeah.
But all right. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And I go. It's in Times Square. I take the subway down, and people are amazed that I take subways for some reason.
What? Like a poor person?
I Instagrammed an old homeless person, and people are like, "What the fuck are you doing on a subway?" Because it's the easiest way to get around New York City. And then I'm sitting there, and there's a seat between me and Roland. So I think it's the homo buffer. I'm like, all right, Roland put the homo buffer in.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that? Because that's what guys do.
Uh-huh.
You should probably say what I like to now call the privacy seat.
Oh,
privacy.
or the mystical seat.
Well, it's just, an unwritten rule. If you go to a movie with one of your bros,
your
bros before hoes, you always leave a buffer seat.
Yeah,
everyone
you don't
knows
sit
that.
right next to each other. That's
So I'm like,
crazy.
Rose got the buffer seat. Nice. And then all of a sudden, Don Wickland comes into the row and sits next to me to try to have a meeting.
What?
Exactly. Because I guess his train was late yesterday.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Sam? Who the fuck? I want to know who the fuck set this up.
Sam loves this
Who
shit.
knew that I was going to be at that movie and told Don Wickland so he could come and sit next to me and goes, "Hey, man." I go, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "Well, just want to catch you up on a few things." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? I'm ready to see a movie."
Yeah, Don goes, "Are you going to who are you going to move with?" I go, "Opie." He goes, "Oh, I'll go too." I'm like, "All right."
And then he sits down, and I'm like, "I'm not doing this here
for a meeting.
I'll give you a few minutes after the show tomorrow, meeting today."
Oh, man. Don't you hate when you do that, and then today comes around, and you're like, shit. Now I'm obligated.
And then he's like, and then he decides to sit and starts watching the movie.
He's laughing.
Not really. You feel a weird vibe because he's not there to see the movie. He's wishing that I would give him some attention. I'm like, I'm not giving you attention. I want to watch this movie.
You can't talk during the movie.
And then finally he got the hell out of there.
Oh,
he didn't watch it?
He watched, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes maybe?
He started laughing. I go,
Realized you weren't going to play ball?
Fuck. I'm like, no, I like Don. But I'm like, what? Because I'm so busy. There's so much going on. There's so much to talk about. And I'm like, all right, we'll do it tomorrow.
Tony Wickland.
I'm off the clock right now.
I'm laughing because it's like deja vu. When he was in charge of the channel 7 years ago, you were complaining about the amount of attention he gave you.
I don't like that much attention.
I know you don't.
I really don't. It's a big turnoff for me. It really is.
You don't like to be pursued.
Oh God! Like you seriously came all the way down here to talk to me for a few minutes about what? And I go, look, and he goes, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm a little bummed on because I just know the studio isn't being redone." No, now. Things will be done when you guys go on vacation. I go, "Yeah, but not the remodel that we were expecting." He goes, "No, it's going to be part of the big remodeling for the 36th floor." And I'm like, "Yeah, but when is that happening?"
I don't believe it.
I'm like, "It's been put on hold again." So... But the movie was good.
Yeah.
Congrats to Seth Rogen. When is he coming in?
Tuesday.
Oh, next week?
Yeah.
When is the movie?
Friday, next Friday.
Oh, okay.
It can't be as funny as the trailer I saw just yesterday.
Can I guess?
Let's see.
And I unfortunately, with these screenings, you don't get... Unfortunately, when you go to a screening, you don't get all those wonderful trailers. I will guarantee we got a match, and we did not talk about this before the show.
Not a peep. Go ahead.
Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
The Blindsided.
This looks.
Why are they still doing
so
movies together?
Bad.
I guess they had chemistry for a couple movies. Okay, I get it.
What was that? 50 First Dates.
They had a couple,
and then whatever.
Adam Sandler's a powerful man in Hollywood, but
Adam Sandler is a man baby.
All right, hold on. So what is the movie that's coming out?
The movie's called Blended.
Right.
Or as Roland
Blended.
says, The Blindsided.
What? Blended.
Yes, and it's Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler reuniting for the third time in film.
Wow.
Third time. This is their third movie. Okay.
That's
They're
right.
regular Hepburn and fucking who? Tracy? Spencer Tracy.
Yeah, little Spencer Tracy.
Yeah.
Is the answer.
But they film in exotic locations, so.
Well, this is...
They love doing that because
Free vacations.
Wait, what was the movie that we talked about this? Where bad comedies will do that, so you get tricked into going.
One of the Hangover movies, right?
Wow, Hawaii looks awesome.
Yeah.
Or Thailand looks like an amazing, and you forget that you're seeing a shitty movie.
Right.
They're
The
smart.
good.
They're smart in that way.
50 First Dates.
Well, Blended, yes, 50 First Dates. Blended means a blended family.
Yes.
Because he's got a couple of kids.
Right.
And then she's got a couple of kids. And then they hook up.
Right.
Through some coincidence. They both end up on a vacation in Africa.
See? Exotic locations.
Very exotic.
Spells horrible comedy.
Kevin Elan's here if you want him to stop by.
Can I tell you something? I'll compare this to Neighbors, the Seth Rogen movie. No exotic locale.
You don't need it.
Because they knew that...
Just suburbia,
Because
right?
they knew the writing was good and the jokes were there. So they're like, hey, man, we just need two kind of okay houses to film this in.
That's all you need.
And that's it. They didn't go anywhere else. It was just these two houses.
Why would you need anything else?
And there's one scene with Lisa Kudrow in an office somewhere. That's pretty much the whole movie.
Spoiler
as
alert.
far as the scenes go. But if you make a shitty movie and you know it's going to be shitty, you got to go to an exotic location. You just have to. Maybe in this case, because it's Africa, you show a couple elephants.
Oh, they show
got to show a couple
rhinoceros.
elephants and giraffes and go, wow, maybe I should go to Africa.
Well, the trailer shows a rhinoceros, and boy, is that funny.
All right, I'm going to have an open mind.
Have you seen this trailer, Roland?
Because Adam Sandler is
I've been holding this for months in.
He's a very powerful man, this Adam Sandler. So let's have an open mind.
Well, I mean, I like
force to be reckoned with.
You like Adam Sandler movies, Roland?
You're such
I
a
did
liar.
too in the fucking early 90s.
You talking about Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison?
There you go.
Yeah.
He's done probably, 20 movies by now?
At least.
I would say 5 are good.
I like Big Daddy.
I would say 5 are good. Big Daddy was good. I like that one.
Sandler's Jack and Jill.
Those fucking South Park trailers, and it's just shit on the screen. And shit. It's just shit is flying out of their assholes on the movie screen.
Right.
It's hilarious.
And they say it's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie. And then the other one, Rob Schneider is a stapler. How does a man live his life as a stapler?
Let's do this.
All right.
My name is Jim.
I'm Lauren.
Got you buffalo shrimp with a sauce on the side.
Make it bigger.
Yeah, let's start over. We missed out on everything because it wasn't
Crank it up
big
a
enough.
little.
Well, go back. We got to see this.
But the music will make you
They're at
happy.
Hooters.
Speaking of Big Daddy, where they did the Hooters joke.
Right.
They're at Hooters now.
Hooters is hack at this point if it's in a movie.
A lot of pretty girls there, though.
Oh, boy, I'll say.
My name is Jim.
I'm Lauren.
Got you buffalo shrimp with a sauce on the side.
Look at who makes sauce this hot?
Funny stuff. She spits it out because it's hot.
He came in her mouth and she spit it out. I'll translate.
Who
She
doesn't
spit it right at him.
But who doesn't know buffalo sauce could be a bit hot at this point?
Hot wings. Look out. Does she play a retard in this?
No, I believe not.
All right.
No, but her chin does.
Oh, boy.
I don't even know what that means.
So that I can tell him I have an emergency.
Hello? An avalanche?
Hello?
In our backyard. I'll be home right away. It's an emergency.
See, they got out of that date.
Jim is a single dad, it says.
Right.
Well, obviously they got hooked up. What? Some computer dating or something like that.
Match.com.
Match.com.
Or was it Tinder?
Oh,
We got to update
was it
our
Christian
references.
Mingle? Was it blackmeat.com?
Black meat. yeah.
Black meat. It's MEET.
Yes. Not the one you go to.
Trying my best.
Garbage twisties? I don't know how to. You're awful.
Lauren's a single mom.
Wonderful men in my life, Brendan and Tyler.
Her sons.
Look at that.
And
Africa. Sun, sand, safaris. My boys would give anything to go on a vacation like this.
No more dating for me. It's time and money I should be
Shaq.
spending with my kids. Time for spring break. You gonna leave me hanging? Boom.
None of this.
I guess they both go to Africa separately?
Yes.
That's right.
And then they find out once they get there that they're together.
This is pretty cool.
And they don't like each other at first.
What is he doing here?
Is this a sick dream?
Why haven't you, Mommy?
Why Africa?
This place is
Why not?
romantic.
We are not dating.
My mom is friggin' hot. Ew. No, not hot. That's just wrong.
Holy shit.
They're adorable.
This looks so fuck bad.
Thank God there's a Seth Rogen out there. I'm not even joking. This stinks. I'm getting mad.
Let's make another movie together.
Because it's the same fucking movie he does every fucking time.
I bet at the end
With
they
lines
realize
that go
they
nowhere.
do love each other.
Wouldn't it be funny if he did something different, though, and at the end, she works in a factory and she got her hand caught in a meat grinder, and she loses her right hand, and he refuses to date a gimp?
I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
All right.
She tries to hide it at first by going on their dates with a felt hat on her arm, so it looks like she's just carrying around a hat rack.
I like that graphic.
What?
It's like both of them will have to survive each other. They're in Africa. You'd think survive like Africa, but no.
I think Africa's a big place. I think you can avoid
Yeah.
each other for a week
probably.
if you hate each other.
Uh-huh.
Let me say hi to Dan on Long Island. Dan.
Man.
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I've said for years, this guy is a fucking genius. He goes along, he finds the hottest girl he can, like, except Drew Barrymore, but Kate Beckinsale or someone, a Spanglish, whatever that Spanish chick was, and he makes out with her, even though he's married, and he goes to some ridiculous location, all on the company dollar. He's the smartest guy around.
Oh.
Yeah. He has a formula that gets the dummies going to see these movies. And the formula works, I guess, but the exotic locales, that's what gives this shit away.
We're gonna not like each other at first, and then all of a sudden we're to fall in love.
He's missing millions to go to Hawaii and make out with Kate Beckinsale. It's really not fair.
Caddyshack was made on a really shitty golf course.
Yes, it was.
A really
And
shitty
people
one.
Still love it.
All right, we'll have to survive each other. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
She's parasailing.
We're out of gas! Start running fast! Get those legs going!
Oh, she's on the parasail and he couldn't. Wait, hold on. She landed and she had a little parachute. She's running and knocked him over.
Yeah, the parachute got Adam Sandler and knocked him over.
But then there was a bunch of guys in the car.
A bunch of Africans in the car, and they start cracking up. It's funny stuff, right? Yikes.
Who would laugh at that?
I don't
Come
know.
on, man. How dumb are you?
That's great. I like the thrilling conclusion where she gets her clit removed by a spade shovel.
Yes, where he goes to a brothel and every woman there has AIDS, but he's just too in the mood.
He can't say no, you know.
Right. All right.
Oh, he's riding an ostrich.
Oh my god, what happened to her face?
I painted it. She's a kitty cat.
No, he's a good daddy. He's a bad daddy. He makes it look like a walking dead.
Oh, I don't like that.
Just go talk to him. Oh, no, I can't. Have you ever considered changing your hairstyle?
Oh, that's the older daughter, I guess, or his daughter.
All right.
She looks pretty now, and he's teaching her how to meet a.
She's fuckable.
Oh boy, yeah.
And Drew's proud what she did.
What's gonna happen?
This guy's like, holy crap,
Some
she's
nerd.
so hot.
Getting a hard on.
Adam Sandler's pissed off. What'd you do to my daughter?
Ignoring it. Ignoring the weirdness.
I'm just mad.
There was nothing in that trailer that looked any good.
What are the comments on that? People are loving it. This is the society we live in. Go ahead.
Okay, this may have some kind of sarcasm.
Right.
This says Adam Sandler is the greatest actor of our generation, probably the best screenwriter as well. Bravo.
Wow. Signed Adam Sandler.
Gotta admit it, if I were Adam Sandler making people have a good time or to judge me based on movies, I wouldn't give a damn, which he doesn't. As long as he's getting paid, well, he's happy, and that's that.
This movie will do $100 million. That's the sad part.
You looking forward to it, Roland?
Yeah.
Oh. Don't ever book him on our show.
What was the third movie they did?
It was
Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
Right. And then 50 First Dates.
And then what was the other one?
This one.
And then
That's
this
it.
one.
I feel like they did another one, though. Huh?
Grown Ups 2 was in Hawaii.
No, that Adam Sandler and
Drew Barrymore.
This is only the third movie together, huh?
This is their third movie.
God, I feel like
it just seems like they've done 20.
Yeah. Kevin in South Carolina.
They go on and on.
Yes.
Good morning, Opie.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I haven't heard of this movie before, but please Google the poster for me. I'm dying to know if they're standing back to back.
Okay.
No, the poster.
I really haven't seen the poster yet.
I haven't seen the
Let's see.
poster yet either.
Bravo!
Nice.
Oh no, they're face to face.
Right.
She's wagging her finger in his face.
Right.
Which is like the face-to-face version of the back-to-back.
Right.
Right.
And it's like, oh, you. And he's like, oh, you. And there's Africa in the background.
And he's like, what?
What?
She's like, oh, you. And he's like, oh, what?
He's like,
though?
what? I'm incorrigible. Look at me, I'm so crazy guy.
I'm the luckiest man alive.
Look out, I got this girl here and I'm just crazy. Oh, Jesus.
Happy Gilmore was a shit, though.
You gotta like Happy Gilmore.
I just don't get him for the last, I would have to say, 10 years.
Happy Gilmore was his best movie. That fucking movie is very funny. Shooter McGavin.
Right.
He's a hoot. Shooter McGavin. Pew, pew. That character's great.
But now he likes these romantic comedies.
Shooter McGavin's the guy that's in Boardwalk Empire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Everyone's in Boardwalk. It's fucking crazy. You're constantly going, oh, that guy. Oh, I know that guy. Oh, that guy. So fucking good. Yeah. Shooter McGavin.
The Waterboy was good.
Nah, I didn't like the Waterboy.
You didn't like the Waterboy?
Stupid fuck voice the whole time.
Waterboy.
I don't like that. Anytime he puts on a dumb fuck voice, I can't take it.
It's from New Orleans.
That other one where he with the devil there. What was that?
Little Nicky. Then
Little Nicky. Hey, put on the Little Nicky voice.
But his mama didn't want him to play the foosball.
Oh, God,
It's Bobby Boucher.
Do you like that?
I do. I like the Waterboy.
I didn't like Waterboy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Chuck in Chicago.
Chuck.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Chucky!
The picture is, this guy can act. I don't know if you saw him in that movie with Don Cheadle, Rain Over Me, or Rain on Me, where he played a guy that lost his family in 9/11.
Oh, yeah?
It was a really, really good movie. Fairly serious with some good deadpan humor.
Oh, the buildings are falling down. Oh, there's a plane that crashed into the buildings. What do I do? Oh, I got to run away. Oh.
In all fairness, I gotta say, I never saw that movie.
I didn't either.
I have heard good things about it, though.
Yeah, he was a good actor in Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The guy just takes...
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, okey-doke. Anyway, back to the Waterboy.
Waterboy. All right, sir.
The foosball.
Mama said I can't play the foosball.
That's kind of funny.
That's funny.
Shit.
Let's go to Rob. Rob. Baton Rouge.
Louisiana.
What's up, Rob?
Guys, in case you didn't remember, Awesemo 2000 has hundreds of movies still in line for Adam Sandler.
That's true.
I am awesome. And he's a pleasure. He was a pleasure model, but he didn't say so.
Lame. Yeah.
All right.
Sal says he likes the Zohan movie.
What? What's that?
Remember that Don't Mess with the Zohan hairstylist movie?
Oh, God.
I kind of remember that.
There's so many forgotten Sandler movies.
I guess Sal's not of the Happy Gilmore generation.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Kyle in North Carolina.
Okay. Hey, boys, good morning.
Good morning, Kyle.
I have to call in to defend Adam Sandler. I love funny shit. I love your show. I love Jimmy. I love all the comedians. But I swear to you, and I'm not joking, I enjoy Adam Sandler movies. I was just in the Caribbean this weekend, we ran into, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, whatever the name is.
Oh, no, come on. Come on.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, I gotta marry a man. That's crazy.
What, to keep his 401k? What was that one about?
Fucking Larry, look at me.
No one would do that. They'd find another gig.
I'm with the King of Queens guy.
Right.
I'm having a gay sex with the King of Queens guy.
Do they have to have gay sex?
I don't know. I would assume there's many situations where it's implied, like or misunderstood, that they're having sex.
And there's a bit of, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. On the trailer, there's probably a record scratch right before they
let's see
say
the trailer
something like
again.
that.
What the hell?
This is the one where Jessica Biel looks super hot, but Adam Sandler has to be like,
oh, no, I'm married to the King of Queens.
Let's be fair to Kyle and let's look at the trailer. It's been a few years.
All right.
All right.
Oh, boy.
This is the movie he enjoyed very recently.
Yeah.
This is Chuck. This is Larry. They just got married.
You may kiss the husband.
And they're both. Here it is.
The husband.
Come on.
Punch them.
Totally
straight.
In our house, baby. Hell yeah.
Oh, that was Rob Schneider.
In response to this pension problem, you are not taking me down with you.
Ben Aykroyd.
This marriage is the only way I can make sure my kids get my pension if something happens to me.
Mr. Valentine?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you about your domestic partnership.
Whoa, he fell off the ladder.
Fat guy falling, always funny.
Your domestic partnership is being challenged by the city. You guys have nothing to worry about because you're a legitimate gay couple, right?
Into a whole new way of life.
Oh yeah, we're big time fruits.
Oh, I like men. The way they smell and...
Okay. This investigation is going to get wrong.
How long is Uncle Chuck staying? What happened to your place? Are you and Dad homosexual?
They are going to quiz you about every aspect of your relationship.
If we get caught, we're going to jail. Have a great day. Oh, we will.
Smacked his ass. Right?
We should have seen the signs.
The only thing harder than being a man's man is letting go of being a ladies' man.
Oh, God.
Thank you, dinner. You hitting on a lawyer again?
Tell the girl, how do you turn Larry on?
You can't touch her. Our lives depend on her continuing to think you're gay.
Universal Pictures cordially invite you to a comedy.
Cordially invite
I can't even have freaking fun with her. Why can't you have fun with me? You're smothering me, man. I can't freaking breathe. You're afraid of feeling trapped. That's what happens when you get married. Fat ass, we're not really married.
True romance.
That's not a pillowcase. It's my underwear, you idiot.
In the faking.
Oh.
Big underwear, always
Kevin
funny.
James,
well, he's fat.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Fat humor rules.
So.
Oh, my God.
Just look at that.
Jessica Biel's fucking ass is amazing.
Yucky.
I now pronounce you Chuck and
wow.
Larry.
You are a lousy best friend and a stupid ugly husband. For the record, every time I laughed at one of your jokes, I was faking it. You're a monster.
That probably made a lot of money, right?
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It killed.
Yeah. That fucking Jessica Biel and her bra and panties.
Terrible.
That was worth having to sit through that shit. Fuck, does she have a great fucking ass on her?
She has a nice figure.
Oh, nice figure.
Let's say hi to Ken in Atlanta. Ken.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was just going to say, I think it's crazy. You all don't like Adam Sandler's crazy voices, but then you let Roland on the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Comment, Roland?
Roland, yes. Your man saying you're a fool.
Roland, will you please say, Mama don't want me to play the foosball?
Mama don't want me to play the foosball.
See?
It's very funny.
That's good.
I would make a movie.
That made Ken hang up, by the way. You win, Roland.
He knows when to bail.
Mike in Georgia.
Mike?
Hi, I had the solution for the L.A. Clippers problem there.
I think they came up with a solution yesterday, sir.
Yes, they did.
You're a little too late.
He's been
Well,
asked to
now that he's
leave.
got to get rid of his team, I think he should trade the team for a hockey team. You know, they're all white guys.
What, did you...
And Adam Sandler trades his team for a hockey team.
No?
And preferably one, you know, maybe Carolina in the South.
I don't.
So, you know, the people love it down there.
I don't really get that joke.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't really understand.
Well, you know, in the South, they tend to have more views like him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But why hockey?
And also,
why hockey? Why? Hold on. Why hockey? I don't get that part of it.
Because they're all white guys.
Oh. Hey, that's pretty clever.
Yeah, well, thank you. You should hire me.
Why is Jessica Biel completely
Anthony,
nude at
I
the
want to
beach
look up
with
sarcasm.
a paddle?
Anthony, when you were having a discussion with the gentleman yesterday about the percentage of population that was on 39% of the people on welfare are black, 39% are white, you failed to mention, and the lie in the statistic was that blacks are still a much smaller percentage of the population.
Yeah, I understood all that. I assumed the people did, and I didn't want to get into that aspect of, percentages and whatnot.
All right.
I understood.
I just thought I thought I might bring that up because maybe it's 2 or 3 times the population of blacks are on welfare than whites.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Jessica Biel nude pictures, but I think there's a lot of fake ones.
Not this one.
That's
She's getting double penetrated.
Being double penetrated? I don't know. That looks fake. No, this one, she's very muscular.
That
she's
one?
at the yeah. But
that is a bit muscular.
But she does look good. Why is she playing some paddle game at a beach completely naked?
Oh, because
where is that beach?
Somebody photoshopped her bikini bottoms off.
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah, it says here, bikini bottoms photoshopped off.
Oh. So that's why the ass looks like
and the pussy's a little different.
They didn't find the right ass to match that up
right
well.
All right, it is Photoshop. Fucking guys, Photoshop.
Oh, wow.
Why would she just be naked?
Celebrity fake nudes.
I don't like fake nudes. I want real nudes.
All right, then check out Rihanna's new pictures.
What has she got going on?
Can't see it on Instagram.
Why is that?
Instagram told her no.
Right, so she tweeted the pictures, though.
What did Instagram say no for?
What was it, a French magazine? The pictures are finally out.
Yeah.
Ooh la la. Oh, is that the real picture?
What?
She said, ooh la la.
Yeah, I did.
That's awful.
Just go to Rihanna's Twitter.
She tweets so goddamn much.
Yeah, but if you go to her Twitter and then you go to her pictures, that's what I did yesterday, and you got a nice sampling of her. Look at that. You don't like that at all, Ant? She's leaning back, having a little sip of a drink.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of Rihanna?
Not a fan of Rihanna.
The one picture, go back, that drives me insane is the one where she's on, that one.
Oh, with her butt crack showing?
Her butt is up in the air, completely nude.
I bet she got a stinky butt.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I bet her butt's stinky.
Oh, look at that rump.
No.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
I'm looking at nude Jessica Biel pictures right now. I can't be bothered with
those. Those are kind of fake. The Rihanna ones are kind of real.
No, I'm finding some real ones and some bikini ones.
Louis or Lou? How do you say that in French? Louis.
Yeah.
Louis magazine?
Louis.
Louis.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Jessica Biel's fucking... Yeah, I like her.
Oh, we got Little Nicky actually checking in.
Oh, wow.
Little Nicky, thanks for calling.
My name is Little Nicky, and I love Jessica Biel's ass.
Is it Little Nicky or?
Wait, of course it's Little Nicky. It's dead on.
It's not Edgar.
Oh, no, this is perfect.
Uh-huh.
All right, Little Nicky, thank you for that.
No problem, I'll be an Anthony.
Right. Bad
It's time to go
impressions.
to break.
Bad impressions.
Yeah.
Love it.
Our pal Dominic Ansel has his latest invention.
Yeah.
It's a new one?
And we'll tell you about it.
Based on the
next.
cronut?
And is he coming in to promote it?
Enough about
Yeah,
the
she's
cronut.
trying a day to get him in here for it.
What do you mean trying? He was on Wendy Williams yesterday or 2 days ago.
He did Jenny Hutt's show.
He did Jenny Hutt's show before us?
Well, he did it at 3 o'clock.
See Jenny Hutt's response to the fucking Sterling thing.
God.
Of course, it's
what did
just
Mrs. Needy say?
Miss fucking complete liberal, apologetic, white, guilty fucking.
Oh, what did she have to say that's relevant to the conversation?
What'd she say? What'd she say?
Oh, let's see.
Does my phallic though?
We're looking.
Oh God, that means we got
searching.
That means we got to read a lot of her awful tweets to get to the one.
Here's this one.
Yeah.
BTW at Oprah, because Oprah's checking her ad
By the way, Oprah.
Ew.
Jenny Hunt references.
Ew, Jenny.
Agree about hashtag Donald Sterling. He thinks he has slaves. Hashtag so gross. P.S. I'm the mom who promised you I'd take my kids to the butler and did.
Ew.
She is so fucking needy. Oprah's not reading your tweet.
Her sanity has to be questioned at all time because she lasered off that fiery red bush of hers. Why would you take a golden treasure like a fiery red bush and laser it off? Lunatic.
That was the tweet?
Yeah.
That was the only one she had on the LA Clippers situation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But she's like, yes, slaves. Really, slaves? Again, some of the most well-paid slaves ever. Ever.
And the other side of that, Jenny Hunt, the players knew exactly what this guy was all about for many years and continued to go to the Clippers to play for him. So.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
All right.
You're just mad about there not being a fiery red bush there.
I know. I have problems with her.
I put together a quick Mel Gibson, Donald Sterling thing.
Oh.
We could play it going into break. I put it up on my YouTube channel, even though it's an audio bit.
Really, Mel?
Yeah, it came out pretty good, I think. It's just called Mel Gibson Hates Donald Sterling as we go to break.
Fucking ranting! Listen to what you do to me!
All you ever wanted to do was fight. You're a born fighter.
You make my life so fucking difficult.
Because you're an enemy to me.
What? I don't believe you anymore.
Because you don't understand.
No! You have one more chance.
Why? Why are you saying these things? To upset me?
I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay?
You know how to really hurt somebody. I really don't want to discuss anymore. It's over. I don't want to talk about it.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah, the worst mouth.
You don't care.
I mean, you change from day to day. Wow. Maybe you don't know what people think of you. Maybe you're stupid.
What? You should just fucking smile and blow me! Because I deserve it!
Everything you say to me is so painful.
I deserve to be blown first! How dare you!
So that's the way it is. That's how I got it. I got the whole message.
You're a pain in the ass! You're a pain in my ass!
Please leave me alone. Please, please.
I'll put you in a fucking rose garden, you cunt. You understand that? Because I'm capable of it. You understand that?
Is that a real issue, or are you making something up?
You have fucked me up. You have fucked me up.
We made a giant mistake, both of us.
Finally! We got a yeller on the line.
Oh, yeah?
Says he wants to yell. Frank in Philly, go ahead.
Frank in Philly.
Good morning.
Huh?
Good morning. How are you?
Hi.
What's up?
I just want to yell at you. I'm probably a little behind, but the movie The Neighbors
Yeah.
looks horrible.
You saw it?
I did not. I saw the preview.
Oh, forget it. I'm not doing this today. Bye, Frank.
Why would he,
if you saw the movie and you think it was horrible, fair enough.
Although we did the same thing.
I was just
going to
say, what kind of idiots would judge a preview?
Shit.
Just did an hour of that.
We did the same
fuck,
thing.
you're right.
For an hour.
Awkward. Frank called back. I forgot. I swear I forgot we just did.
We just did that. Same thing he's talking about.
Yeah.
If you didn't see the movie and you don't have a radio show.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Frank. Go Flyers. Game 7 tonight here in New York. I know.
Frank was better.
Frank was better.
I kind of want to go to the game tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I kind of do. How do I get that done?
It's in.
Who do I call? Dolan or somebody like that?
I don't know. They sure don't have good free shit around this joint.
This place?
Yeah, who do you go up to and go, hey, I'd like to go see the game, or I'd like to do, because it gives us, what they call material for the next day.
Right.
But, boy, I don't even know who you'd talk to.
I would love to check out Game 7 tonight at the Garden. Flyers, Rangers. And, yes, I am pushing for the Flyers because I'm an Islanders fan, not because of my Philly roots.
Yeah.
Islanders don't root for Rangers, period.
I was thinking about how long ago it was that the Rangers won the Stanley Cup.
94.
Fucking 94. That's 20 fucking years ago.
That's when we started.
Dude, it's crazy.
Right.
Oh, man.
But they've had bragging rights over the Islanders for a long time.
Well, that's true. The Islanders still going for that drive for 5? Is that what they're doing?
One more year at that shitty Coliseum, and my ticket guy keeps calling me. I'm like, I don't want to go to one more game at that shitty place.
Place.
But I'm back in when they move to Brooklyn because it'll be nice and easy. New place, new beginning, hopefully. Who knows?
New jerseys?
Huh?
They got new jerseys?
No, I don't think they would do that.
They're not going to go with a logo change or anything?
I don't think so. Maybe not at first. Maybe they'll fancy it up slightly, but they'll keep...
We'll know, because Roland will have one of them.
Of course.
I'm sure Roland will get an Islanders... Are they going to do the black thing, the whole black and white jersey thing? Brooklyn?
I also, speaking of free stuff, I want to go see Coldplay.
Oh.
I would like to see Coldplay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coldplay.
Oof. I swear I want to go.
Why?
I kind of like some of the songs.
What's Dave Grohl's quote about Coldplay? What was his cool quote about Coldplay?
Can you find it?
Find that one. I thought it was kind of fun.
They pretty much have the longest song in rock and roll history.
Which one's that?
All of them. They're all. You can put them together as one really long song. Dave Grohl on Coldplay. What did he say?
Because there's something about, he makes fun of them all the time.
Right.
But what did he say? What was the big thing he said?
I don't know. Travis would know, but he's out today.
Thing.
If you find it, let me know. Let me say hi to Rick in Mississippi, speaking of music.
Hey, Rick.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, I listened to that Billy Joel thing the other day on the replay because I don't give Howard credit for, first run.
Oh.
What is, hold on. The town hall was yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They had some girl from the Broadway show Frozen singing a Billy Joel song, and she loved Billy Joel so much, forgot the fucking lyrics.
Uh-oh.
And then,
wait, hold on, can we get a copy of that? I would love to hear her messing up the lyrics of a Billy Joel song.
Billy Joel was complaining about the cheap piano they provided for him to play.
Right.
Howard goes, oh, it sounds great, Billy.
That's a good impression. That's funny.
Howard's an ass lapper these days. We all know it. Why didn't he go with Billy and go, yeah, the piano is pretty cheap or whatever? That would have been funny.
He brought it up about 3 times that it was a shitty piano. And,
all right.
It sounds wonderful.
That's funny.
Then yesterday he was calling it a concert on his show. It wasn't a town hall. It turned into a concert.
A concert?
And I remember last month they were advertising that Howard wasn't even involved with it. And then, they're going to have a town hall celebrating Billy's channel.
Right.
And then Howard glommed onto it and turned it into a big fucking suck fest.
Right. I honestly didn't listen to it.
Now, the studio rebuild, was that canceled because they had to pay Pink and Boys to Men in just to perform?
Probably. I mean, they don't like spending money on us, but when it comes to getting a celebrity involved, boy, I would assume those guys get paid to do the town halls and stuff. Who knows, though?
Yeah.
I better cut this phone call off before we get in too much trouble.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
That's unserious.
Well, maybe you should start telling people because they don't believe it here.
Baz is actually the best, but, we don't want to blow him up.
Right. All right, brother.
Good day, guys.
Thank you. All right, this guy knows what Grohl said about Coldplay. Jimmy James, JJ.
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
I believe the quote was,
if you play Coldplay's music backwards, you hear Satan. And even worse, if you play it forwards, you hear Coldplay.
That's it. That's the quote.
Who said that, Dave Grohl?
Funny shit. Even worse.
I still would like to go see Coldplay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, JJ.
Now, do you want to see Coldplay, or maybe you're being forced to see Coldplay?
No. I would tell you that. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't have one of those relationships where I'm forced to do crappy things.
Sometimes, not forced, but sometimes just to be nice. If your girl likes something and you sacrifice a little of your time to go see something that sucks that she enjoys, then you just do that.
No, I kind of always liked Coldplay.
Yeah. Wow.
I know. Well, Oedipus gave me third row in Boston when we were off the air.
Oh.
I went up to Boston to see Coldplay, and I was hooked. And that was when, they were just starting to become huge. I just liked them. I know it's
not a popular thing to say.
No, I know. I understand that. I understand I might be throwing myself under the bus a little bit.
Yeah. You know what I read the other day? What? Travis Meeks is 35.
Really?
He just celebrated his 35th birthday.
And he's still alive. Good for him.
He was like 16.
We bought him beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was probably
17-ish. Yep. Crazy.
Well, because we left AF 16 years ago. So 16 years ago, he would have been 20. Yeah. Wait, you said 35 or?
35.
Okay, so we would have been 19 when we got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a couple of years before that. Those guys came up to us and said, "Hey, man, can you buy us some beers?"
Get us some beers?
I like Travis Meeks.
Yeah, okay.
His voice is amazing.
Okay.
Are the drugs getting in the way with him or what? Wait, he made it to intervention?
Yeah.
Travis Meeks was on intervention?
I didn't see that.
When?
Oh, man.
A while back. This clip's from like 2010. This intervention follow-up.
Damn.
I wonder if he's doing all right.
That Cray.
He's an incredible talent.
He's very talented.
His vocals are amazing.
Maybe if we hadn't bought him those beers, he wouldn't have been so fucked up.
You think we started him down the path?
It was a stepping stone right there.
Was it a gateway?
Gateway.
Let's see. They got Billy Joel a fucking keyboard for the piano, man. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. People are trying to drag us into something.
Someone said Grohl said that about Nickelback.
Nickelback?
Really?
No, I'm always someone on Twitter.
I always heard about Coldplay.
He probably just
that's weird.
Says it about
everybody.
A few different bands.
Funny line,
right?
Just say it.
Oh,
what is that? Her forgetting the words?
I mean, I could.
Let me hear.
Sure, I can find. This is just a photo.
Oh, it is a photo.
But I didn't hear her forgetting any words.
Are we allowed to play that?
I don't know.
A town hall? Yes.
Why would we? We're allowed to play something from a town hall, and if she forgot the words, that's kind of funny for us.
Of course we are.
Because I don't think she forgot the words, first of all. That guy was full of shit who called.
Oh, shit. Are you saying the caller was full of shit?
What?
You should get on the phone and call that in.
And, yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to play it.
We're allowed to play something from a town hall.
It was a Howard Stern town hall, though.
Doesn't matter.
We're not allowed to play Howard audio?
No.
Why? It bothers him too much?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it.
What do you think? You think it bothers him too much, and that's why we're not allowed to play Howard Stern audio?
My opinion?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Get out of the hall and ask.
Of course. Thank you for saying that, Sam.
It was on the Billy Joel channel, right?
Yeah. It has nothing to do with Howard. If she forgot the words, that's something funny that we would love to hear.
So it might have been the feed from the Billy Joel channel, not from his channel.
Might have been Pink who forgot the words, by the way.
But someone forgot the words, right?
Yeah, or yeah, there was some weird thing, but they was friendly and covered it up with a laugh. And
hope there was a lot of anger about it. I would have been very angry.
Yes.
I want to do a town hall where famous comedians come up and tell my jokes.
That'd be good.
It would be great.
It'd be fun.
That's very odd.
We made a Chris Cuomo tweet, I guess. Wow. Chris Cuomo works for CNN.
Yes.
He sometimes does a good job.
You're too generous.
Great compliment right there. Okay.
No, he sometimes steps out and puts his balls on the line a little bit more than the rest of these guys. So one of our guys tweeted Chris Cuomo and GMA for some reason. I guess it's okay for guns and drugs in the NBA, just can't have private thoughts secretly recorded.
Yes.
And we said earlier today that it's very disturbing that that's not being brought up in this discussion, how bad it is to record someone privately and then push it out to the media, and do not call up with the whole he knew he was being recorded crap, because this particular show does not believe that whatsoever.
There's no evidence that he knew about it, and it's in her best interest to say he knew.
Why would she lie?
Because
right. So Cuomo retweeted that and said, 2 wrongs make a right, ? Judge each on own right.
That's fair, but did he have to use a 5-year-old child example? 2 wrongs make a right? Don't you want CNN?
And it's not the story at hand right now. Yeah. So I would defend Chris Cuomo a little bit on that. I mean, if he wants to bring all that other stuff up at a future date, fine. But that's not the big story right now. Did Kobe Bryant say anything? Or is he kind of keeping his mouth shut?
I think he's keeping his yap shut.
Because,
he's been jammed up a couple of times.
He skated.
Yep.
He skated. So, did he say anything? He's a big LA guy.
Did he
what did Kobe Bryant have to say
he?
about the Donald Sterling thing?
Sterling. And
then we have an example of the name always fitting the news story. You know how we talk about that from time to time? There's a guy called Donald Papa Dick.
Papa Dick.
Wait. What?
What did Kobe say?
He said, no, he should not continue owning the Clippers.
Yeah, see, but that's very, like...
Oh, yeah.
That's a very, very basic statement.
All I'm saying.
He said, it's times like this... in times like this is where we need to appreciate the Buss family who own the Lakers.
In times like this is where there's just no fucking ability to...
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
This morning, Kenny is back, and he's about to reveal something that he has never done before. He joins us on the line from the Kenny Rogers Casa. Good morning to you, Kenny Rogers.
Good morning. Please don't show that selfie.
Wait a minute. That's what we're
Selfie.
talking about.
When
The
Kenny
announcement is
Rogers
you have your first ever selfie, and here it
is
is
making
right here.
selfies.
Kenny,
Why are they making... What's wrong with his
what's the
selfie?
circumstances about it?
I don't know.
He's back.
Well, they were talking to me. Oh, my God.
First ever Kenny Rogers selfie revealed today. That's the news on Fox and Friends. The beard is back.
Everybody has said you've got
Wow, they've run out of news. What happened?
That's big news.
Yeah?
He was known for not having a selfie.
Well, that's true.
Oh, surely
This is true. I didn't say it if it wasn't.
I'll do one with full makeup on next.
All right. Who gives a fuck?
It's literally the worst story ever.
Right. Who cares? So anyway, the name fit in the story. You got a guy named Donald Papa Dick.
Papa Dick.
This comes out of Ottawa. He was arrested for exposing himself.
Hey, see?
Why does the name
Papa
always
Dick.
fit the story?
Zachary.
Ottawa police arrested a 62-year-old man this morning after complaints about an adult male exposing himself at Mooney's Bay Park. Donald Papa Dick has been charged with indecent act and mischief. Police say they had several complaints since mid-April about a man exposing himself. Around 9 this morning, they were alerted to another call of someone on a pathway in the park. Police were nearby and arrested Papa Dick, who will appear in court Wednesday.
Papa Dick.
It's spelled exactly like that,
What
too.
a terrible name to have.
It's P-O-P-A-D-I-C-K. That's his last name.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Papa Dick. Hang in there, Papa Dick.
Exposing yourself.
Bob Hoskins died, the actor.
Did he really?
The actor, yeah. That's someone on Twitter
actor.
saying. You want to check that out? I don't know if that's true or not.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that
he
just
had,
coming in?
Yeah, he had pneumonia. Or is it
Pneumonia.
bullshit?
Uh-oh. He was that guy.
It's not being reported yet.
Oh, maybe this
Uh-oh.
guy's
Is it a hoax?
Oh, maybe.
Little hoax?
I just read it on Twitter, so maybe. I probably should have checked that first.
That's a good story. The fucking guy down there that was executed with the new chemical.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Really?
Good riddance, funny man. Yeah, apparently they had a little stay execution going for a little while because they were trying to say that since they didn't have the chemical they used to use for executions, that they should check this new chemical and find out if it's if it works,
right?
If there'll be any suffering of the person. And the court ruled, no, go fuck yourself. We're not going to do this.
Okay.
So the execution went ahead. It's Oklahoma. And they said, oopsie, it took them 40 minutes to die using this this new chemical.
Whoa.
But, you know, it's not exactly like forgetting to wet the sponge.
But what did
putting it on his head, old Percy.
But what did he do to his victim or victims?
Yeah, what
It was a murder, I know.
What was I would assume if
Yeah,
he's
it's true.
being put to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it was a double execution.
Right.
In Oklahoma, was that it? Two for the price of one?
Well, there was a guy that was supposed to get it after him, and they gave him a 14-day stay, I think.
They did?
Yes.
To check out this chemical? Make sure it isn't
Yeah, you
cruel?
can't do 40-minute executions. I mean,
Yeah, who cares?
in this day and age, the way
Love
to do
it.
it is this. Just crush the guy's head with a giant weight. Seriously, like you lay the guy down, you blindfold him,
Right.
you put his head on a pillow on a big metal thing like a coin,
Uh-huh.
and then you have a giant metal thing that puts like fucking 5,000 pounds of
Wow,
pressure,
that would
10,000.
be.
It's instant.
That would be instant.
Kuzrunk.
Yeah.
Man.
Done. Done.
I have heard that the nicest way you could possibly kill someone is the guillotine.
Yep.
Those French
really
figured that out. Yeah, when you just fucking lop
that
the
thing.
head off in a split second, that's supposedly, you know.
I don't know.
You might feel it for
I think you're aware for a little bit.
Split second?
Where you're rolling around, with, your head's rolling, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm still alive.
I don't know. That blood pressure's got to fucking go down pretty quick out of your head.
I think you're aware for
split second.
I've heard
How
45
long?
minutes.
45 minutes?
45 minutes.
We got a guy who wants to attempt something for our audience right now. Edward in Buffalo. Edward.
Weird news. Tom Popadick. They didn't fix the bill. Weird news.
Oh, I didn't know what he was doing at first. Weird news.
Hey, you hear this story out of Ottawa?
There was a guy named Papa Dick.
Papa Dick.
Papa Dick?
Right. 1980.
1980? Yeah, the guy named Papa Dick.
Yeah, what happened to Papa Dick?
Well, the Papa Dick guy, he was exposing himself in the park.
Exposing?
Exposing himself. You get pretty excited about this story. Papa Dick. Weird news.
Let's go to Ryan in Ohio. Ryan.
Yeah, hey, I want to address this fuckstick that gave you guys wrong information about Pink.
Sure.
That bitch fucking forgot all kinds of words and shit, and Billy Joel had to jump in to cover her dumbass.
Oh, no.
So it's Pink that forgot the words.
Right, it was Pink.
Oh, okay.
So get your shit straight.
Attaboy, sir.
All right, now we know.
Get your shit straight. I hear you.
This guy needs to talk about execution.
Needs to.
Bobby, New Mexico.
Yes, I've got a view on the executions.
Sure.
Oh, do you? What does it look like?
Instead of just crushing their heads, it's like 50 cents a bullet. Just put the gun to their head and shoot them. Done and over with.
Well.
Yeah, I guess you do that too.
Well, that firing squad, they kind of did away with that in a lot of states.
But I mean, there's so many ways that are instantaneous to just crush the skull and to blast it into smithereens. Like, how about taping 30 bombs to your head?
Holy shit!
Well, I used to be a correctional officer here in New Mexico, so I mean, I had to put it with their shit. So I know. I mean, just take them out, put a bullet in their head, and be done with it.
I think it's all about the cleanup.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
probably
mean.
it.
They want a nice, easy cleanup,
nice and clean,
instead of having to call in the mop crew.
Yeah, but no, you just get a metal room. You do it in a metal room, and then when it's done, you just hose the whole fucking thing into a bucket. It could be very quick.
That's good.
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm kind of for the executions. You go back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Bobby.
That Green Mile was a pretty good movie.
It was a good movie.
I like that.
Killed that mouse.
Tom Hanks. That Colin Hanks is pretty good in that Fargo series.
Is he?
Yeah, I've been
How
watching
is that Fargo?
It's pretty good.
It is all right?
Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It's there's a few little things they do that are reminiscent of the movie.
Okay.
Some of the characters that are reminiscent of the characters in the movie. But the guy that was in, The Office, the English one, and The Hobbit. What's that guy's name?
Oh,
that guy.
It's him in The Office, Tim Canterbury.
Yeah. He's
Martin
good.
Freeman.
Yeah, he's really good. And
you allege?
Billy Bob is good. Yeah,
I think
allege.
We're getting a few of those guys in, I believe. I think we're getting Colin in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's good.
He's a good guy, man.
Plays a cop who has zero power, or really zero balls. It's a good show, though. I like it. And then I saw Louis. I saw the first 4 episodes of Louis' show. Holy fuck, is that funny?
Yeah.
God damn, was that fucking funny. He's great. Jimmy was hilarious at the poker scene. I don't know how they air that. Like, that's on FX. I know FX says shit and stuff like that. But that was your little description of what you do with a vibrator. And it's very graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they would put that on.
I don't even remember it, to be honest. I remember the scene, but I don't remember the exact dialogue.
Did we get the final cuts?
It's good. Maybe we got the pre-edits.
Oh,
because
God.
it's really fucking.
But if it's really funny, that's
graphic and funny.
That's gotta suck for Louis, though. If he knows it's really funny, but now he's got to kind of edit for the network, even though they give him a lot of leeway, obviously. Yep. I wonder if that was the final cut.
I imagine so. Why would he send it if it wasn't? Or
Bobby Kelly is fucking great in it. And the first scene of the first episode, Louis is asleep in bed, and the garbage trucks pull outside and start, like, rattling the cans around. It's done so well, and it gets so over the top, loud, and really funny. He's great, man. Fucking Louis is hilarious.
He'll be in next week to promote.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch. I got my copy. I went to see Neighbors last night instead.
Neighbors.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do.
Well, I'm glad Louis thinks that it's appropriate to mock sanitation workers.
I know.
They're just regular Joes, aren't they?
I'm quite offended.
Regular Joes just trying to do their job.
Yeah, you let him sit in there with his $1 million. I'm out here doing this.
They do have a fucking kind of a regular Joe guy that's working in the hallway of his apartment building when he's waiting for the elevator, and he goes to tell Louis a joke and gets it all fucking wrong.
Right.
And Louis' reaction is great, man.
Why are we getting the Daredevil guy back on?
Hey, what happened?
In Everest for 15 years.
This is the guy we talked to.
A great respect for the guys that I work with there. Like you said, we couldn't do anything.
His crew died, so they had to cancel his jump from the top.
But in terms of what's being done, there's been some controversy and discussion about what's being done, the government's support and helping those families. I know that there's been a
Hey, you can't fire about.
I wasn't sure myself.
Oh, you fire about. We all fumble.
Oh boy! From jumping off the top, and immediately I wanted my mission to be helping the families of the guys that I lost and everybody lost there, and so I started working immediately with Discovery Channel.
Evil Knievel, isn't he?
Find a way to take care of their families and their children. With
very sad thing.
Yeah, I said that last time. He had a Evil Knievel.
Very sad thing that happened, but he didn't know those guys. I mean,
the Sherpas.
He didn't know them. He knew them for maybe a couple days tops.
Oh boy,
still very sad, obviously.
Yeah.
And we should get him in.
Yeah, you could talk about what happened.
He's a 7'5" basketball player.
Wow, he's the tallest in the U.S. He's a high school player.
Shit.
High school?
Yeah, but I mean, I want to know how many goaltending fouls he's going to commit.
Oh my God! Look at this! Get this guy in here.
He's a freak.
Who's got a lot to learn about the game. Right. Taco, welcome to
Holy!
Nice to see you.
Look
Congratulations
how much taller he is.
That's freakish.
It's great to have you. Listen, we called you in. This light right here burned. How tall are you?
7'5" and 3'8".
Holy cow! Is everybody in
7'6"
that tall?
Oh, sorry.
No, my mom and dad are about 6 foot.
He's got
might be taller,
the big guy voice.
He's only 8 years old.
How hard was it to leave Senegal?
Taco.
Come
His
here
name's
to go to
Taco?
high school, leaving your
Where's the
family
size 22?
It was very tough, but I had to do it because I wanted to get a better future for me.
Can we get this guy
for them
on?
and for me.
He's right across the street.
What kind of pressure do you feel like you're under? I mean, everybody
Fake
sees
rolling.
your height,
Work
they
on
see
it.
your shoe size, the same as Shaq, and they think, wow, this guy's going to be the best
How
player
big's your
on the team.
cock?
It's your first year.
All we want to know.
And that was frustrating at first because I was getting on the court, not doing what I was supposed to do.
Yes,
But
Mr.
the more I was
Adams.
playing, the more natural it was becoming, the better I was getting.
So Hakeem Olajuwon's putting training
trained you for a day, right? What was that like for you? Meanwhile, he had a similar
Isn't he
story.
bigger than most guys, too? Like, he's not a, he looks like he's not a total stick figure like a lot of these 7-foot-something guys are.
Unlike Manute Bol.
Right.
But his head is weirdly shaped.
Sure. So what is your
A
American
large
dream? Now that
taco.
you're tall enough to be in the NBA. What's your
8-foot
game plan at this
wingspan.
point?
Just make it and help my family. That's it.
I want to play hockey.
Time for the NBA now is to be what?
Oh, yes, I do. I
But
want
you
to
want
go
to do
the
that?
NBA.
Okay.
But
No, he doesn't want to go to the NBA.
What do you think he wants to do?
Right.
He's a biochemist.
Thank you.
He's got a 4.0 average in school.
Oh, look, now they're
Wow.
gonna.
He got an interest from UTEP, right? Of Drew South?
I got off from UTEP like the day before yesterday.
You're going to get
an
I don't want
offer
you
from
jumping on
everybody.
that. You got to come back and check with us first. Don't make a move without us.
All right.
So, Steve, speaking of taking a move, not long ago we had Shaquille O'Neal
Here we go.
return.
Here comes
and it
the
was,
silliness.
Sadly,
Oh,
Brian
yeah.
thought he
Here
could
comes
play
the
basketball.
silliness.
Would you like to do a little one-on-one with Mr. Kelly?
Oh, boy. Here comes the silliness.
It's only your first
Guys,
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Look at, she's gonna jump ball.
Who's going to get this one?
Oh, wow, that's funny. You couldn't get the ball. All right.
I hope they hit a light, it falls, and the place bursts into flames.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why are
boy.
they doing this?
They're trying to get a basket against this guy. Oh, and he blocked it.
It is kind of, I will say it's enjoyable to watch him swat
The
those
guy
away.
just swats it like a little fly.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
All right.
Now it's
Good.
3
Oh,
on
no, he's
1.
got his hand up. Elizabeth Haslett's dress.
Oh, shit.
boy. That's not her.
He's
the
just
filling
swats
broad?
it away. He's like a monster.
Yeah.
This would be like us children.
What if I granny it? Ah, I'm going to come.
Oh, he let her take a shot. Oh, look, he just kicked her in the cunt.
amazing.
That's inappropriate. Sarah, get your big foot out of her cunt.
Throw those giant elbows into her face.
Oh, he dunked the ball.
Oh, 2-0. This game is close.
I dunked the ball.
Yes.
Of course, the women's got to dunk it, and that makes it.
Oh, no, Donald Sterling is screaming something through the Fox window.
I like that. She took her shoes off.
Yeah, I want to smell her feet.
Sexy.
I really think you
They
can
want
use
to
this video to
smell
get a full
her
ride to
tootsies.
They're just keeping it fun over there at Fox today.
Yeah, I love that.
Keeping it fun. Keeping it fun.
Great grades. That's right.
I just wanted to get a picture next time because it looks stupid.
Okay.
I'm just a normal high school kid.
All right, a kindergarten concert canceled. The reason
I hear he only has a 5 3/4 inch cock.
Oh, that will look terrible on him, too.
Preparation in kindergarten. One upset parent joins us next.
But first, let's check in with Bill Hemmer for a preview of
more
what
one?
happens.
Hello, Bill. It never ends.
His name's Bill Hammer?
Bill Hemmer.
Yeah, Hammer.
The Hemmer. He used to be CNN. Now he's Fox.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a big guy. Hey, busted drunk.
Let's go to Allie.
Weird news. Can't stop.
Allie in Atlanta. You've been waiting a long time.
Exactly, just standing between two buildings.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Yes.
Doing all right, Allie.
Hey, Ali. But
Ali.
I read this comment. It made me think, right? So they're about to make this guy sell his business. Shut up, guys. But so what did he say that was so bad? This is an 80-year-old man telling, his girlfriend or whatever, don't take pics with guys. When he was in his 20s, segregation was still legal in the South.
Yeah.
All he said, and then all that Israel shit, I was wondering what he was getting at. He's saying that's how society views it. His friends call him, and they're like, yo, so-and-so, just take a fucking pic with this guy, with that guy. That's what the fuck he was bitching about.
Well, he definitely has some old school views that were
And he didn't like his
more
chick
accepted when he was younger.
I mean, from the evidence we have, what did he say that was actually racist?
You know what the problem is, too, that he was dating a girl who was black, half black and half Mexican, and he said something to her like, you're supposed to be like a delicate white or Latina flower.
Yeah.
Like, it went, I think people, like, understand what you're saying, because I certainly do, but it went a little bit beyond that, and it's like, this guy's just an asshole.
You'd think he would have dropped some N-bombs, though, if he really...
Hey, I mean, he gives to the NAACP, the Spanish group or whatever. I don't see how he could be racist. He's telling her, look, my friends are, bitching at me like, look, your girl's taking pics with all these guys. I think that's what all this was about. And she saw, a way that she could take advantage of the situation.
Well, I think he's a racist.
Yeah, I agree.
The R is the new scarlet letter.
But we also live in a world where, you could do a lot of good stuff with your life, and then one bad thing, and everything is wiped out. Although this guy did have a bad reputation for many years, so I'll go back to my original point today. All these guys knew how bad of a reputation he had, and they still went to the L.A. Clippers to play basketball for him and his organization.
It's just weird news.
It is.
Weird news. Guys, I just wanted to see your guys' take on it, because that really made me think. After re-listening or rehearing it, I was kind of trying to see, like, I don't really see it as that racist. If he had, like, a golf team or whatever, what if she was taking pictures with white golfers? He would have said the same type of shit.
Yeah, but the golf thing wouldn't matter, because she tried to get, like, black people to go to the golf game. None of them wanted to go.
No one wanted to go. Yeah. No, none of the black guys.
They all said, no, thank you.
It's kind of like if, you hate kids, you shouldn't run a daycare.
Right.
That's what this comes down to.
Exactly.
I think if he wasn't involved in a sport that was very black, the majority of the people in the league are black, then maybe it wouldn't be as bad.
Isn't there a difference, though? Don't you think that he doesn't hate black people, but you can not hate black people, but not want your girl to take pictures with or hang out with black guys?
What if there was a gangster rapper that said the same exact thing?
Well, we know that double standard. Yeah. We could, toy over that. But I'm just saying,
they could get away with. They're about to take this guy's business.
Well, we know.
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me, because there is an update. Sterling has announced the Clippers are not for sale.
Oh, shit.
Wait, he said that before the decision. Has he come out since? He said that to Fox before the decision was read.
I don't know.
He said that before the decision was handed down.
I did see it today on the screen as we're doing our radio show as something. It looked like it was new, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know if you can consider it like people are saying, oh, he hates black people. I don't think there's anything on that tape that indicates he hates black people. He doesn't want his chick photographed with black dudes or going to the game with black dudes, but that doesn't necessarily mean he might, but it doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with hating black people.
I think you're sugarcoating it a little bit, because one of the pictures,
brown sugar.
One of the pictures was with Magic Johnson, so it wasn't who's very close to the sport.
Maybe he's just threatened by these pictures of her with black dudes. Maybe it's not a hatred. Maybe it's not hatred of black guys. Maybe he's threatened by black guys, or sexually. Or
dude, look at your girl. You start a fight.
The thing is, though, what are you doing? Listening to your friends at that age? You're 81 and a billionaire, and you own a team, and you're worried your friends are going to say something.
Your white dude friends.
Like, what a douche! Fucking, why don't you stand up for yourself? You're fucking a black girl.
Yeah.
Just be that guy.
Dig it. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for taking my call, guys.
Oh, anytime. Anytime. Right.
I got introduced to you guys.
Thank you.
Love the show.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. We will.
Donald, this is from, looks like New England Sports Network. Is that how? That's NESN, right?
Nesson.
Donald Sterling reportedly knew he was being taped during alleged rant.
How do they...
It turns out LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling might have known he was being... See, then they say might have. He was, even though the headline says he knew. Okay. He was being recorded when he allegedly unleashed a stream of racially charged statements that started a firestorm in the NBA. The woman whose voice is on the recording at the center of the controversy has said she and Sterling are not romantically linked, as was widely reported. She worked for 4 years as Sterling's... Archivist?
Archivist.
Archivist. You can say that.
Oh, can you?
You can say archivist.
It's
archivist.
Oh, maybe you're right.
It's one of those
person that does the archives. Yes.
Who, this black girl? Is saying they weren't romantically linked?
Come on.
And as part of the job, she routinely recorded their conversations. Before the conversation...
Wait, was she not his girlfriend?
She's saying they weren't romantically involved or linked. Before the conversation in question, sources connected with her said she insisted it was clear to Sterling that the conversation was being recorded. The full conversation lasted for about an hour.
Well, where is the disclaimer then of, I'm turning on the recording device, you know you're being recorded? Yes, I know I'm being recorded. And how come does he ever reference the recording? Like, could you shut that off?
Right.
Or something. Like, is there any indication on any of these hundreds of hours of tape that he says anything to indicate that he knows?
And then there would be the understanding that, you know, you're not going to, like, throw this to the media.
Wait, bullshit, they weren't involved. He's saying to her, this relationship maybe has come to an end.
Right.
I thought you were that girl. I'll just find a girl.
Right. They definitely romantically linked to whatever that...
He said relationship. What do you...
Yeah, whatever romance he was having with her. I don't think he was fucking her, to
She
tell you
usually
the truth.
plays the tapes back for him because he forgets what he says.
So then if he's senile,
then he's got an excuse.
how much stock are you putting in what he says?
And wouldn't she release the part of the tape where there's any indication that he knew?
Right.
Like if he says turn the recorder off or oh, did you record that? Because I don't know. Like something.
I still don't believe it.
I don't either.
The recording is believed to have been made April 9th. After they got into an argument, he reportedly wanted her to sign a confidentiality agreement, which she refused to do. TMZ reported Sterling then denied making the comments on the tape, so she played it back for him before it was ever in TMZ's hands.
Oh, God, it does not sound believable.
No.
She's a twat.
A twat.
Yeah, but that family coming after her is what the final thing was, you know?
Weird news.
I know. Weird news.
Weird news. Very strange. Weird news.
Do we have that song? I like that.
On and thunder rain, stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Weird news.
I can't do his voice.
I love it. It's so bad.
Have you ever said that when you were at home?
Oh, yeah. I'll just walk around the house and go, weird news. No reason. Like a mental patient. Shit. I got to go potty.
All right.
Do we have break?
Yeah.
Open your mouth. What? So I could shit in your mouth, Jimmy? Is that where we're going here?
I almost said that and just caught myself like, what type of joke is that? My friend has to shit and I say, I'll open my mouth. What, can we go to break with that?
I got an inside source.
Oh.
Just tweeted me. A little DM action. This person's on delay, but the frozen broad definitely sounded rough and screwed the words up. So it wasn't just Pink, Sam.
Wow.
But the other guy didn't say anything about Pink.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you slide.
Did Pink put the bing on her cherry?
What was the one? Sheshan.
Sheshan.
No,
Sheshan. And Howard also had a lot of bad info. Billy was constantly correcting his questions.
Really?
And questioning his sources.
Oh, Jesus. So when you were with Art Garfunkel, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I would love to hear it.
People won't let this go, though.
No.
Let it go. Let it go. Rick and Charlotte.
Yeah, I was about to say that both of them fucked up the words. Unbelievable. And then, here they are coming on saying they're the biggest Billy Joel fan. Now, Pink may have been getting emotional, but Billy Joel had to kind of come in and save him.
She was getting emotional?
Yeah, Pink, it's hard to tell whether she forgot the words or was getting emotional.
Oh, maybe she covered up that way.
Yeah.
What song was she singing?
She did Always a Woman to Me, and she was great, but just him having to jump in and save her. But one other thing about Howard, not only did he screw up his information, the worst thing that'll come as no surprise is him making it all about him. The audience asks questions in those town halls. Somebody asked Billy Joel a question about being famous, and Howard answered the question. And then another question, so there's only maybe, 10 or 12 questions in the hour.
Right.
One of the other questions was, Billy, tell us about your relationship with Howard Stern.
Oh.
Like, oh, my God. Come on.
John at the bar is also a friend of mine.
Let's not forget that.
Ooh, Robin. Christ.
Where did that guy go? I liked him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Making it about himself.
Yeah. I would have messed up the lyrics. I would have got nervous.
I'm sure it was terrific.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was terrific. I'm sure people enjoyed it.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Sounds like a lot of audio that we can have fun with, though.
Yeah.
In a theoretical sense?
What? Oh, they're still playing basketball with that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, why? Because it was working so well before the commercial?
Yeah. It's really weird. This guy now, he has his big cock out through his jeans. And as they're jumping up, it's just brushing their lips and noses, and they're pretending it's an accident.
Black Lurch.
Oh, that was just a replay, actually.
Blurch.
He's gone.
They're playing the clip of him playing Shaq outside. Wow. Shaq just swatting it into traffic.
What was that?
He's beating the ball into, like, traffic.
Right. Why is Shaq there now?
Look, that's our building right there.
Oh, this is an old...
We drive right down there.
Oh, I see.
I saw the dumb little three-wheel car yesterday that they were driving around on the Fox show.
Right.
Like all their dumb little things that they do here in the morning, I get to see it when I drive away. He's like, oh, there's that dumb car I saw on the TV.
Oh, no, we see. Oh, because you're coming the other way. We actually see it before.
Oh, before.
They're
see it when I leave.
Setting it up at like 5:30 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning, whatever. And it's out front getting ready for the live shot.
I can't wait for the summer concert series.
That's going to be wonderful.
That's starting up. It's going to be great. The likes of what? What are we going to get? Kajagoogoo this year, maybe?
Carole King with 4 people in the rain.
Let's go to William in Jersey. William.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Bill.
Hi, William.
I think the point that people are missing with this whole Sterling thing is that it's really just a business. I mean, for example, Sam that works for you guys, he's a fucking retard with a speech impediment, but he's productive, so you keep him. You don't have to like your employees, and I would say that most employers at the top, they may not love all their employees or have any kind of relationship.
But if they're doing the job.
But they're getting the job done, and especially in sports, it's so competitive that you need to get the job done, and if you are, you stay, and if regardless of the color or your race,
this is the business we chose.
Right.
It's retarded. I mean,
it's retarded.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
That is a crazy ass case. Wow. That guy that. He had a couple of home invasions in his house by the same 2 people. It's a guy, a boy, and a girl, 2 teens. And he went down into his basement and sat there with a couple of books and maybe some snacks and a couple of guns. And he just waited for them to come down the stairs. And there's audio recording of this whole thing. Very clear audio recording.
Can we play it?
I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. I don't know if it's out there and available.
He hired them to do a home invasion?
No. His house kept getting broken into by the same 2 people. So he wanted to catch them.
A guy and a girl, right?
Yeah. So he went down into his basement, sat on a chair with a couple of guns. And lo and behold, he hears some breaking, and he hears footsteps coming down the stairs, and it was the guy, and he shoots the guy. And he falls down the stairs.
In his own home.
In his own home. And he goes, but then he goes like, you're still alive? Boom, shoots him in the head. There was a tarp on the ground. He takes the tarp, pulls the guy into another room, comes back out, sits down, hears the girl coming down the stairs, and the girl starts calling the guy's name.
Why didn't she hear the gunshots?
I was 22. She might not have been in the house at the time.
Gotcha. Wow.
So she comes down the stairs. He shoots her. She falls down. She's screaming. She's still alive. And he goes, oh, bitch, you're dead, and shoots her in the fucking head. And it's all on audio.
Why is it on audio?
Because he recorded it. Like, I guess he thought this was a good idea, this was some kind of self-defense, which it's very premeditated. He sat down there for the distinct purpose of waiting for someone to come in. Now, they did break into his house.
Right.
So there's kind of a castle doctrine issue there. But the fact that he then incapacitated each of them with 1 shot and then killed them with a second shot, it doesn't seem like self-defense to me. This is murder, if you ask me.
You can't walk up to someone and go, bitch, you're dead, and then just shoot her in the head.
No.
Would he have been all right if he just did the 1 shot?
A lot better off than he is now. If he did the 1 shot, you'd still question as to why he was just sitting there waiting with his gun.
Why did he tape it?
He was taking it probably
he's crazy.
For his defense.
For his defense, and meanwhile, it's coming into play as
against him.
Against him,
they used it against him, right?
The girl was kind of cute too.
Was he trying to get be like a
she
national?
had to be white.
Oh yes, Lily White.
Okay,
Lily White.
Although the media is not running with this
they're not really running with
the way they did with Trayvon.
If this was two black kids coming down those stairs and the white guy shot them, there would be like some outrage. But they're just dopey white kids.
What's this guy's name? Something Byron.
I don't know what his name is, but he looks crazy.
Byron Nelson.
She's cute. Fuck.
It's Byron Nelson. Look it up.
Well,
why would they keep breaking into this guy's house?
Yeah, Byron Nelson.
It's incorrect.
I guess.
No, it's Byron Nelson.
I guess they thought.
That's incorrect.
It's only Byron I know, though.
His goods were good for the taking. But yeah, you can't do that. There's been a few videotaped self-defense cases where one guy was in a convenience store and some guy came in and he was going to rob him and he shot the guy in the guts, but then a couple of minutes later went up to him and shot him in the fucking head and killed him. And you can't do that. The situation is very fluid at that point, and the laws and rules of engagement and self-defense change by the second. All of a sudden, if somebody's incapacitated, now the rules change.
Right.
You can't just shoot him in the head.
Sorry.
No, go. We got a guy that wants to add info from. He's calling from Minnesota.
York, Minnesota.
I think Anthony covered it. No, Troy.
What?
Yeah, this is Troy.
Hi.
What do you need to add to this?
Well, if you go to the one website, minnesotacourts.gov, they actually have the whole entirety of the recordings that they had for evidence.
Oh, they do. They have the recordings. That's my homepage, by the way. Minnesota.gov. Goes there.
There is a real problem to me, though, with, hey, they did break into his house.
Right. Well, that's the defense on this whole thing is, look, if they didn't break into the house, they would never have been shot. And I think the defense has some kind of argument about if he knew that two people were breaking in, even though the first person was incapacitated but not dead, you might want to kill him. So if you have to engage the second person, you know that person isn't going to get up. You can't assess his wounds if he's not dead. You don't know how injured he is, if he's going to be able to get up and attack you further when you have to engage the second person. So he might not get screwed for shooting the guy in the head, but there's no reason to shoot the girl in the head like that. He just wanted to kill these fucking people that kept breaking into his house.
How long is the audio?
30 minutes.
All right, let's let it roll, and we'll
see you tomorrow.
Wait, do we have the audio?
We'll see you tomorrow.
It says here, about there's a big debate in Minnesota about how far you can go when defending, homeowners responding to a threat. And this sounds reasonable. So Minnesota law allows deadly force to prevent a felony from taking place in one's home or dwelling. So that is allowable, just to shoot the guy.
The second they came in, there's a felony.
One's actions must be considered reasonable under the circumstances.
Right.
I like the wording of that, because that means there's not going to be one letter of the law. That means the jury can decide what's reasonable.
The jury has to decide based on normal thinking.
That we all understand,
what would be reasonable. The defense presents in the best way possible how he must have felt in that situation to the jury. You try to convey that so the jury says, all right, if I was in that situation, I would be scared, I would be this, and try to put that feeling in their heads. But again, if you're just sitting there waiting, a little predatorial. No. But they did break in. They were committing a felony. That's why I think the first guy, he might not get as screwed. But shooting that girl in the head after she was already down and the other guy was already dead, now you might have a problem.
Wow, he shot her. More shots are heard 10 minutes later. And he said to her, "You're dying," followed soon by the sound of another gunshot, which Smith himself described as a good, clean, finishing shot.
Oh, Jesus. Tony wants to add something else, too.
Bad.
From Minnesota. We got Minnesota paying attention today. Hey, Tony. Going local. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
So, I've been following this story a lot in the news.
They're reasonable?
one of the pieces of evidence that I think is really telling is that, so after the girl came down the stairs, he shoots her, she like hits the ground. He comes up, pulls the gun up to shoot her again, and the gun clicks, doesn't go off. And she starts laughing in his face.
Wow.
What?
And so that's when the gun misfires, she starts laughing in his face. That's when he cries out, "The bitch, you're dead," and unloads on her. Also, with each case, I think it was something like 5 shots and 8 shots, like each.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy was obviously screw loose, completely lost it, homicidal.
Wait a minute. They said later on in the recording, Smith refers to the teens as vermin. And there was one, he waited a full day before asking a neighbor to call police. Twice he's heard calling her a bitch. Before he said cute, I'm sure she thought she was a real pro. What a dumb motherfucker this guy
Sam's
is.
making some faces listening to the recordings, by the way, of pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah?
With the faces, by the way, that's the right arm going up and down. Why don't you play him for us, Sam? Step and
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's 30 minutes, though. Should we cut it up? Or
I think he's got some spots.
You found some good spots?
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
This is the first part where he just walks up to the guy and just shoots him.
Shoots him.
Okay.
And you can hear,
Right, let's hear. Waiting.
You'll hear quick footsteps and.
Okay.
You're dead.
Fuck. That's some sick fucking shit right there. So that was the guy coming down the stairs to the basement.
Yeah.
And
but he said you're dead after the
shot.
After the kill shot.
Yes. Well, the guy's like, oh.
But let me ask you, in the case that, like, because we know the details now, and it is premeditated, is that an unreasonable amount of force when a guy's coming down your basement to not know? What if he has a gun?
No, that's true. You're right. That's why I don't think he's as screwed with the first guy.
Oh.
Because even though he was incapacitated for the first 2 shots, the headshot put him out. So you don't know.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to do? Search the guy? Like I don't know what you're supposed to do there.
Right.
I guess
this is a very weird case.
God, that. That's
an hurt.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh boy.
But they're in his fucking house.
They're in my fucking house. Yeah, they. I don't know. You know, I think people know I'm a very strong advocate of self-defense and the use of firearms for that purpose. But you got to look at these cases and think, like, this doesn't fit into the fucking rule. I think this guy's a nut. I think he went way over the line as far as killing these 2.
All right, we'll find more of the audio to play after.
It's chilling, Opie. I say it's chilling. That was at that time that it happened.
Yeah.
House of Horrors.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. House of Horrors.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
He said, this is what I'm hearing from somebody. I'm getting a text from a friend of mine who's a cop. But
you idiot.
She's saying he didn't record it. He gave a confession, but that's incorrect. He did record it.
He did record it.
But he had them over for dinner once, and they stole from him. He claims they broke in 11 times, but only reported to police one of the burglaries. Maybe he was an old hermit or something.
Yeah, maybe.
He drugged the boy to the garage, wrapped him in tarp, returns to kill the girl. Okay, he left him in for a day because it was the day after Thanksgiving.
Well, you can't.
Right.
Well, you could leave the body for a day if it's Thanksgiving.
No, understandable. You want to have your turkey and your stuffing, wishbone.
I think I got 30 years, though, huh?
No, life without parole.
I heard 30 years.
Who, what?
Guy got convicted, got 30 years, or life without parole?
I heard life without parole on CBS's site, but...
Is that verdict just came in? Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. I didn't think the trial was over yet. Okay.
So,
what do I know?
We'll play more of the audio after the break and get more details. This is
I'll give it to you right now.
Wild case.
Found guilty after roughly, I found guilty. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. This is just...
I'll figure it out after the break.
All right. We'll get our facts together.
We certainly will.
Instead of running like CNN would.
We're going to do some fact...
Yes.
Checking.
Facts checking.
Facts checking.
Facts? She's checking?
Facts. It's checking.
We'll be back with more Opie and Anthony. XM.
You dropped some nice hammers?
Oh, no, I wasn't dropping hammers.
You weren't dropping hammers in the bathroom?
dropping hammers. Hilarious.
Oh, hammer dick.
How are we doing with my tickets to see Coldplay at the Beacon Theater? Not doing well?
No.
Roland looked into tickets for Game 7 for me, though.
Yeah?
Yep, for tonight.
You used to be able to just get
Flyers,
tickets.
Rangers, Madison Square Garden. That's the place to be seen.
When you worked at a radio station, it was like
so easy
to get concert tickets, right? What happened?
Those envelopes ruled.
Right? What happened?
I don't know.
How come we can't get tickets?
I'm vibing right now.
Fuck yeah, Sam.
You like Coldplay, Chip?
Fuck yeah.
It gets you emotional. Think about girls that you loved when you...
Yeah, love sloth. Things of that nature.
That nature.
Sure.
Yeah,
I get it.
And these love songs are going to be much more emotional now that the couple have...
There's been an uncoupling?
An uncoupling, yes.
All right, an uncoupling, huh?
Listen to the words.
Man.
Yeah.
You heard this song before, Chip?
Yeah.
I got an update on my pot smoking video.
Oh.
My old fraternity pal is just, I don't know, holding it ransom or something. He's scared to release this damn thing.
Why?
Me getting high from 86 probably.
There's no... Why would he?
I don't know. I keep writing him, and now I feel like I'm bothering him.
It's not like a murder.
Buzzy, fucking give me the video.
Yeah.
I wanna make fun of myself.
Be great.
I know I don't remember what I said, but I guarantee it's some douchey shit.
I bet.
Oh, it's gonna be. I think I could get at least 5 T-shirts.
At least 5 T-shirts out of that video. You're right.
I am looking for a "Love You, Miss You" shirt.
Oh,
people haven't nailed it yet. I'm thinking some kind of like smiley face, but then the right side is a little sad because that's the "Miss You" part.
Oh, I got you.
You got more audio, Sam, from that story out of Minnesota?
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Where the guy was just waiting in wait downstairs. His house has been broken into many times by the same people.
Yeah.
So he waited for him, and we played the audio of the guy getting killed. And now we got the girl.
Yeah, he dragged the guy off into the
other
garage with a tarp, and then waited for the girl to come down, number 2, and shot her.
And he left like audio recorders in his house to prove that it was self-defense or whatever.
I don't know.
Boy, dummy.
This is a rough one though.
Well, what? All right, you say what a dummy, but if he didn't have audio tape, you think he would have been in a better place now?
I think ballistics would know certain things, where he was when the shots were fired, but he would have a much better argument. Well, he should have hooked up silent, just video cameras, and then had a different reason while he was down. Like, he just thought he knew more about the law than he did.
And if there was no audio, then yeah.
If there was no audio,
they'd have to fill in more blanks.
You take that whole emotional angle out of it, like you're closer to it. You could hear him saying awful things.
He's probably one of those guys that thought, like a kid thinks, well, if they break into your house, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
Right, whatever you want. There's no rules. You could just fucking shoot them,
torture them,
whatever you need to do.
Like dummies who say, like, yeah, if the cops don't have their headlights on, they can't give you a ticket for speed.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Other people that know the law.
Asshole.
That's just ridiculous. It's like those movies, you a cop? Because if you are, you got to tell me.
Right.
It's like, no, I'm not a cop, and then they bust him. What happened? You're an idiot.
And then you realize in court, where you're like, but he said he wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Oh, that's not a good defense.
I absolutely do not have to tell you I'm a cop.
Exactly.
I could just lie instead.
What the fuck is that? You're a Jedi?
All right, let's play this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's rough.
Oh, boy. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, sorry about that. You're dying.
Jeez. Is that it?
He mumbles some stuff in her.
She didn't laugh in his face. That call was so what a dumb
idiot.
She said, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's that voice.
What a creep.
That's that, what do we got here?
What have we got here?
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Where he was out to kill both of them.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
out to fuck this guy.
Say the thing where that bitch thought she was a professional or something like
He
that.
says that?
Yeah, just that thing that you read it.
Oh, did I? I didn't mean to talk over it.
No. He says it right.
Oh.
It's one of the things you were reading before.
All right, let's listen. Bitch. Walking around.
He's trying to wrap her up.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm safe now. Cute. I'm sure she thought she was a real pro.
That's it?
Yeah.
It sounded like he was talking into the tape recorder.
Or they might have boosted it.
Oh, maybe.
You could hear the...
Sounded like they boosted
That
it.
was a fucking couple minutes later. They said 10 minutes later. Maybe they chopped out some of
Cute.
the...
Wow.
Just mumbling.
That guy's a murderer.
He shot her a couple of times.
Yeah, he's a murderer.
Yeah,
And then you could hear the gun go off again, like minutes after she had died. Minutes after she had died.
He didn't call 911.
That's not
He's a
self-defense.
No, he's a fucking asshole.
No.
He wasn't in any danger.
No. Oh, poor girl. She was cute, too. Hate that.
He said she might have been high on cough syrup.
Really? Scissorp?
That's what the ABC article said.
Scissorp?
That shit.
Scissorp.
Scissorp?
I'm sorry.
Frank.
It's that desperate...
That's horrible.
I'm sorry.
Cute. I'm sorry. Right.
Goodbye. What did you got put away, huh?
Yes. I heard life without parole. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Can we look that up?
Good.
Sweet.
Should be killed.
Yeah, I think so too. But...
What a dummy.
I think that just bummed everyone out. That was creepy, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right. Oh, yeah, I did want to talk about this. Michelle Obama.
Weird news.
Yeah.
Sam put the picture of Scorch up, so it just reminded me again.
Michelle Obama went to China. A little visit.
Is this a joke?
Brought the girls.
So, Michelle Obama goes to China. She should have went to Hong Kong. Oops.
Why? Why Hong Kong?
I don't know.
Oh. 2 days in a hotel in China.
Uh-huh.
With her girls, right?
Yeah.
I think she brought the girls.
Yeah.
200.
Jimmy.
I miss him.
He's laughing.
What, though?
Well, just, she's in China.
What did I miss?
Oh. That's where she's not.
Yeah. Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Oh.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing.
I don't think so.
Nothing at all.
Right.
Keep it at that.
Oh, right.
So 2 days in a hotel in China. Mm-hmm. We pay for this, right?
Of course.
Yes, we do.
Of course. $222,000.
That's it, huh?
For 2 days in China.
Jesus. 2 days?
First Ladies Group used 144 rooms.
Wow.
At the hotel. Now, my point is very, very simple. Until we could figure out how to keep this number down, I don't think they should be doing these trips anymore.
I agree.
There you go.
Period.
Right.
Why do you need 144 rooms?
There's no reason for 144 rooms.
Unless they're buying blocks of the entire floor.
Oh, they probably do, but,
it's basically $250,000
yeah,
for 2 days in China.
Ridiculous.
This country's in no shape to be paying for that right now.
No.
I understand they want to do these trips and do these things, but when it gets to the point where it costs this much, there's no way they should be doing this.
Right.
Holy fuck.
That's cray-cray.
Let's see. What? But that one leg of the trip alone required about 900 room nights. Oh, 900 room nights.
Room nights, right. That's like, you know.
But if it, wait a minute.
You could have 300 rooms for 3 nights.
Michelle Obama wrapped up her March visit to China with a stop in Changdong. Arriving on March 25th and departing for the United States on the following day. But that one leg of the trip alone required about 900 room nights, ranging from 21 rooms beginning on March 13th for the advanced team. 21 rooms for the advanced team just so she could be there for 2 days.
This is crazy.
Advanced team to a peak of 144 rooms, like I said, when the First Lady herself was at the hotel. The document prepared in support of the stay estimated the cost around... $222,000. Okay, they had the Chinese equivalent.
It's insane. Wow. What, yen? What do they have?
The advanced team. Yeah.
Advanced team.
Advanced team. What?
Oh, wow. That's just not right.
And that kind of spending is going on all the time.
And then
that's why.
And then Obama fights for minimum wage. God bless him for that. And then his wife goes over there, and it's $222,000, so she could have fun with her daughters for 2 days.
Yeah.
That doesn't match up.
No, it doesn't.
You take that $222,000, you can give a few people at that minimum wage rate a little bump, a little boost, a little something. And how cool would you look as the president going, hey, this is what it would have cost Michelle to go to China with my daughters, but we decided to do this instead.
Yeah, I don't know why they get to just travel around and
look, you can't just blame Obama. Every president's been doing this for a while, but it's gotten to the point now. The money is ridiculous.
What a waste! Why does she need to be there with her kids and all that advanced? It's a waste of our resource. And I know it's goodwill, and we've been doing it for years. It's so stupid.
But they can't sit there and go, all right, instead of 144 rooms, we could do 100.
Well, they're buying blocks of floors. So whatever's on the floor...
That's probably the floors above, below.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't put a bomb on the fucking floor of the room above and, you know, all that shit.
It's excessive.
And I'll bet you that none of you probably can't have 5 or 6 floors above or below her actual room. Those rooms are probably, none of them are rented.
Yeah.
Man, I want to add something to this Clippers discussion.
Oh?
And it's something that's been documented pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA in general doesn't really care about blacks going to their games. Do you know that most games are played in front of an extremely white crowd?
White audience, yeah.
And all the players and the owners and all the commissioner and everyone involved in the NBA knows that is going on. And they don't give a fuck. Because they want to keep those prices way up there.
Sure.
They don't even care. I mean, if the sport is played by 77 to 80% black guys, you would assume they have all been saying it, by the way, that it's a black sport. Well, the people watching it certainly, or going to the games, I should say, are not the majority's not even close to being black. And they know,
a lot of whiteys.
And I've read articles on that. They know that's a major problem in the NBA, but they don't care. They don't care that, a lot of black people can't afford to go to these games.
So he should have just kept his mouth shut. Black people aren't going anyway. Who's she taking to the games?
Well, that's why he was so surprised, because it's rare to actually see black people at the games. Let's go to Sean in North Carolina. Sean A.
Opie.
What's up?
144 rooms. That's just gross.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're all in agreement there, but what else you want to add to it?
I get it.
Oh, what? There's
12 times 12. It's a gross.
That's a gross.
Oh.
Love it.
Fuck, that was very clever.
I was going to say that.
It's a number joke.
Math really is fundamental.
The only way I know, though, about a gross is that's how fucking fireworks and firecrackers were sold in the old days. You'd be like, yeah, he's got a gross of firecrackers. A fucking gross. That was always cool. I got a gross. A mat. I got a mat of fucking blackjacks, motherfucker.
Hey, we got a guy that used to work on the advanced team.
Oh, yeah?
Larry.
Yeah.
You're legit. You're legit.
I'm legit. I'm absolutely legit.
What president?
I didn't work on the Obama.
Are you still working?
Come on.
No. This is when I was in the Air Force a few years back. We actually would deploy as a part of an advanced team, and this team involved, like, we would room up. For instance, we went to Africa when he went to Ghana, his first trip to Africa, and
fucking Ghana to Ghana.
Yeah, to Ghana, yeah, and so
fucking Ghana.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you hear her.
Good one, Chip.
A shitload of Navy SEALs. They took these fuel trucks to fuel up Air Force One. They flew in his 2 Marine One helicopters.
Yeah.
And they also flew in his armored vehicle.
Yeah, they fly that in. I didn't know that there are 2 Air Force Ones that they fucking, well, only one is Air Force One at a time, but they fly both of them to these locations.
Do they really? One of them has his staff on board.
But they have a spare 747, sir, that they fly everywhere he's got to go, just in case something happens to it. You can't have the president, without the ability to fly out. So they fly an entire another Air Force One 747 wherever they're going, and the helicopters. And all that shit, all the gear and stuff goes on these giant, C-130s.
Right.
And, it just takes an amazing amount of resources to fly these people around.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's like you kind of got to keep them safe. Is that just for other countries?
I think that's, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe it is
pretty
just
much.
for other countries.
And let me tell you another thing, right?
All right.
They didn't trust the Ghanaian Air Force to provide air cover for all these operations.
Right.
So they actually brought in the USS Iwo Jima from a deployment. They were supposed to be going home, by the way, and they got diverted to sit off the coast and provide air support, like radar, for the whole thing. So a Navy ship full of hundreds of people were also just sitting off the coast.
Yeah, they got that, and then they got the those little what do they used to be called, AWACS.
Yeah,
there's something else for the air. It's just, it's an
we were there for
amazing
2
amount
weeks.
of money.
We were there for 2 weeks, and he was there for a night. We were there for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Advanced team is there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I don't know how it depends. Maybe it was because it was a third world country. Maybe it's because they didn't really trust the security there. But to be truthful with you, the security wasn't very good anyway. Because we were on the base, we were at the airport, and actually just kind of walked up behind the Secret Service at one point in time. They were like, "Where did you come from?"
Great. Where'd you come from?
That's a lot of money, man. I wonder how much the Obamas cost us traveling around in a year.
Well, you'd have people argue that the Bushes did the same thing.
They all do them, yeah.
They all did. Oh, you're right, Jimmy. Bob Hoskins dies at the age of 71.
Yeah.
Jimmy had it first.
No, I know. He told me.
It's now breaking. He was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Did he have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma?
What?
Bob Hoskins.
He had pneumonia. He had pneumonia.
Okay. Anything else there?
No, that's it.
Thank you, Larry.
Weird news. Yeah.
How much do they cost, though?
What?
How much does these trips cost during a year? If one trip's $222,000,
it's millions. And that's for her. When the president goes, it's got to be millions. Wherever he goes, it gets into the millions. It's got to be. That's a lot of fucking shit they got to take.
Man,
I don't know.
Pretty messed up.
Is it necessary? I don't know. I don't assess the safety of other countries.
It looks like
some of these trips are not necessary. Period.
Right.
What were you going to say?
Looks like I got a answer on how much they spend per year.
Okay.
Oh.
$1.4 billion.
No.
$1.4 billion a year is spent on presidential travel.
Family perks.
Just the family perks. Not even official.
You sure? Just family perks?
Business?
It looks like that was for 2012.
Why don't they just fucking go to Camp David and have a little fun there? Play some badminton.
I think Camp David needs an overhaul at this point. It's probably one of those. Probably looks like one of those shitty Catskill resorts.
A Catskill resort?
They got big champagne glass hot tubs and shit.
They go, I had the time of my life.
It's basically Mount Airy Lodge.
Yeah?
That's what Camp David is.
What are you saying it wrong?
Without the heart-shaped tub?
Yeah. Well, how do you say it?
Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. We got another teacher having sex with a kid.
Is it the bad way or the good way?
The good way.
The good way. So it's
you want to explain the good way? There you go.
Well, the good way is the female teacher,
right?
And it could be a male or female student,
right?
That's the good way. It just it works out.
Lesbo,
hetero, they love
matter.
it. The bad way,
right,
is the male teacher and anybody. If it's even a female teacher and they're having sex, problem.
Yeah.
Male teacher and a female student, big problem. Male teacher and male student, hot. Yes, as Jimmy said, hot. Oh, my God.
Delaware teacher reportedly had sex with 13-year-old.
Uh-oh.
And sexted him as well.
How old is she?
22.
22?
22, almost. I'd give her like a 5.5.
I was 13. Buzz was 19.
5.5, maybe.
Let me see.
Oof.
She
looks like the girl on the cover of the first Black Sabbath album.
Yeah.
She's, you know. I would have to, take a look at the test.
Yeah.
Maybe, give her a better score.
She's all right. That's not bad,
She's
Jimmy.
a mope.
She is a mope, but I mean...
If you were on the jury, would you ask
to see the
a little more titty be shown?
Yeah, because I want to give her a proper number.
Right.
Right now, she's at a 5.5. What is her ass?
Her hair's brushed pretty nicely for a mug shot, though.
Yeah.
It's lustrous.
She needs to go to the mall and take care of those eyebrows, though.
Yeah, a little bit. You think she needs this string thing?
Yeah, the
where they do that
threading.
What's that? I don't know. They have the thread and it's kind of twisted around, and then they go.
And they do it really fast.
Their hair's out.
It's pretty impressive.
Usually Asians do that, right?
Indian women.
Indian women do that? Interesting.
Oh, you're racist.
Damn.
Twisted Threads. It's a good name for a band.
Twisted Threads? How would their music sound? Same shit.
Just wear crazy clothes, right?
Yeah, twisted.
Twisted Threads.
Cool. 22-year-old teacher with 13-year-old. I don't know what I'd call this, though.
Some are honest, some deranged, stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Well, we got a 22-year-old teacher.
22?
Yeah. He just emphasizes the worst parts of the story.
The worst.
Teacher!
Teacher?
Blah, 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 and then says something completely obvious.
Well, now, calm down. I could have said that, but I chose not to.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, boss.
Oh, fuck.
Where were they when I was, used to go to school?
Good one.
He's doing an obvious joke and trips on it.
Trips on it. Yeah, where were these teachers? School I went then. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And then she's like, just don't do that.
Yeah.
One disappointment after another.
But the moral of the story here, folks, is if you get a teacher to teach you that, don't take chalk into the eraser room. What? An apple a day won't keep the teacher away.
I forgot the dramatic part.
Right. And that's today's weird news.
You want some facts on this one or not?
Please.
Delaware teacher, 13.
Unzip first.
Sex with a student, sexting. Oh. Stephanie Seabury, a 22-year-old Long Island native, drove
buried in her sea. So you get it?
Oh my God, a Seabury.
Seabury.
It's the smelliest berry on the shrub.
And it goes back to what we said earlier.
Yes.
The name always fits the story.
Of course.
Stephanie Seabury.
Oh.
Let's point out all the parts of the story that are hot.
Hotness.
Okay.
Ooh.
And put yourself in the position of being a 13-year-old boy with all those hormones just raging,
churning
about.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Stephanie Seabury, a 22-year-old Long Island native, drove the student to her home at least once.
That's hot. What was that drive like?
You're thinking shit on that ride home.
You know, he's just like, oh.
Right.
Ooh, what have we got here?
Yeah, maybe she'll tug my prickula.
You think she was like putting her hand over a little, rubbing his leg while they're driving to the house?
Either way, he was sporting at least half a chub the whole drive.
Half a chub?
Half.
There wasn't.
He's 13.
There's no such thing as half a chub.
Right, when you're
13.
13, what are you talking about?
That's
Sam?
an on-off switch, no dimmer on your boner back then.
It's all the way on or all the way off. Very turgid back then.
Yes.
The pair exchanged several explicit phone messages and photographs.
Well, at least she played it smart.
That's pretty hot. 22-year-old Delaware teacher repeatedly had sex with a 13-year-old middle school student, and the pair often sexted each other.
What a
wow.
dope she is.
Stephanie Seabury, a Long Island native, drove the student to her home after school on at least one occasion. Imagine, we're not going home today. You're coming to my house. She and the boy were seen on surveillance video. She did everything wrong.
Surveillance video.
In February, leaving the school and walking towards Seabury's car. The Fred Pfeiffer middle school teacher.
Fred Pfeiffer Middle School?
The Fred Pfeiffer middle school teacher. The teen also exchanged several explicit phone messages and photographs during the inappropriate relationship. They're just repeating the same facts in the story. As parents, you should be checking their texts and everything like that.
Cock blockers.
That's right. We won't have that at Fred Pfeiffer. What is it, Fred Pfeiffer?
Fred Pfeiffer Middle School.
Who wants to go to Fred Pfeiffer?
Who was Fred Pfeiffer that he got a goddamn middle school?
Actually, he's the third, so there's been a lot of Fred Pfeiffer.
Fred Pfeiffer the third.
It's the Fred Pfeiffer the third middle school.
Fred Pfeiffer the second started an abortion clinic, and then Fred Pfeiffer the third felt guilty about it.
Well, this doesn't reflect on all teachers. There's always one bad egg somewhere.
Yeah, and one good one, obviously.
That is a good egg.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
It should reflect on all teachers.
Charged with one count of sexual abuse by a person in a position of trust or authority, was suspended by the school district. I'm glad they removed her immediately and did the right thing.
Oh, yeah?
One of the parents said, my heart goes out to the student who now has to be in the school.
You know, has to jerk off when he was getting blown by a teacher.
Hero. I wouldn't worry about
He'll
it.
never top this one.
No. That's his moment of glory right there. Fuck. I think she sucked his dick.
Weird news.
Weird news.
Some are honest, some deranged, stories that are very strange. Yeah. Weird news.
Where the teacher was sucking his pee-pee.
No, she's not really hot, but she's not ugly. So what kind of sentence will she get? Because we know the hot ones, do
hot
okay.
ones walk.
They do okay.
They usually walk. She can gussy herself up, I think.
Yeah.
That's a mugshot. I mean, she could probably put her hair back a little bit, look all kind of like a...
Show some cleavage.
A little cleavage.
Not too much,
some makeup on. Look, she got no makeup on, that chick.
Right.
And she doesn't look too bad.
She's got to do something with those eyebrows. A little
Eyebrows
too bushy.
could be, and the hair, there's a little too much hair at the bottom there. She's a little more hairstyling.
Wax the mustache. Looks like it's slightly
You think
coming
she's
in.
got a little hair over the lip?
A little slight mustache.
She should get 2 days probation.
Is that her?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She looks a little thick in this
Oh,
picture.
no. Is she a fatty?
Let me see.
Trouble.
Oh, that abusive monster.
She could be in trouble.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this could be bad.
Oh, no. And she's not doing good with the titty.
Who saw that coming?
Looking like small bees on a wow, she's got a big back.
She's
not that bad, but...
No, she's not like fat, but she's thick.
wide, though.
She's a
wide in the
gal.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like to present Exhibit 1. As you can see in this photo, she's a bit thick.
A bit thick. Oh, that kid was climbing on board that.
The titties are a bit small.
Climbing on board the old chubby train.
Yeah.
Nice.
She'd be great to suck your dick in the car after school, though.
Right?
See that? Go to the chess club.
Jesus.
Do I want fucking fatty pig Gillicuddy to suck my dick, or do I want to go to the Glee Club?
That's the only picture of her?
Yeah, so
only
far.
Body picture? Let's see. Maybe we can see if she
Really want a full body shot.
looks a little better in something else. No?
What, the ocean?
Is that her?
Yeah.
All right.
She's got kind of an Amy Fisher
Navy
thing
coat going on. Yeah, a little Amy Fisher-ish
Fat
right
Amy
there.
Fisher.
Fat Amy Fisher.
Same type of shot.
Amy
with the hair in
Whaler.
her face. There you go.
Yeah. Good for her. All
Yeah.
right. Not good. Good for him.
Yeah.
I gotta go make. I gotta go make wee.
You're gonna make? You're not dropping hammers? Dropping hammers.
I dropped 2 sets of hammers today.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, the hammer dropping was quite impressive today.
You ever get a hammer on your chest? Hit you in the chin?
Man.
You're like, oh boy.
Now what? Gotta clean up?
I guess you do.
Oh, God.
So we'll finish the show next?
Oh, look at that.
All right. Anything cool to play into break?
News.
Sally.
Sal, what do you got going into break? Anything fun?
Some are honest stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Ain't it?
Good job, Sal. An hour late. Yeah. Travis Meeks and the boys. Days of the Dew. On the only station that really rocks. He did the Doors really well, too. God, I love that voice.
Let go. Won't you touch me? Let it go. Now I stand.
Would you sing it that way? If you were doing karaoke?
That'd be all funny. I would try to sound a little like him. Not
You would,
that
right?
drastic, though.
Could you find him doing the Doors?
You can keep that going, Sal.
No, it was just Travis by himself there, Sammy. It was like a tribute album they did a few years back, which I really enjoyed. What? Let's see.
He does it fearlessly. From Days of the New, Travis Meeks.
Travis Meeks. The song Anthony loves.
Yeah.
The Doors, the end.
I do like this one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because of Apocalypse Now. You know,
Oh, yeah,
it's kind of cool. Fucking big napalm explosions going off.
Right. We should get him on the show, man. It's been a long time. Let's try to book Travis Meeks. He would sing for us in a second. I like when people sing for us.
This is the end. Bow down, down. My only friend. The end.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
This song is epic.
It's pretty good live, huh? To do this, because it's pretty epic.
It's epic.
The end. Beautiful friend. This is the end. My only friend. The end.
It doesn't. It's not dark enough.
No.
He's not sounding.
Elaborate plans. The end.
I'm not feeling it.
No, I'm
it's
not
almost
either.
like REM singing it. We're doing it.
Travis Meeks.
Travis Meeks. This song needs to be dark. And it's very staccato, his singing. He needs to drag it on a little.
Well, there's a lot of pressure going on here.
Well, I guess.
Got the remaining members playing for you. And you got to do Jim's part.
What will be?
Oh, he's bringing it on home.
And free.
Oh, I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen the other.
It's all right.
De Niro was here yesterday.
Huh?
Huh?
De Niro was here.
Oh, I know.
Bob? Really?
Yeah.
Sammy,
what time?
We heard. Sorry, Sammy. We heard Kenny had to tell you.
Kenny
took pleasure in telling
loved
you.
the fact that he told you.
What?
I don't know.
Because he's a ghoul.
He loves doing that.
He thought it would be bad news, and he loves
Bad
doing
He
it.
does love delivering bad news.
Bad news. Hey,
When
Kenny.
the monster comes inside.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Yes.
When a monster comes inside and his joy he just can't hide. Bad news.
Kenny, comment?
I'm being unfairly misrepresented.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I told Jim because, like, you know, he got a thing with De Niro.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing he doesn't have, a picture.
I know.
Oh, Jimmy.
All right, I don't.
So what time is he in?
He's in the afternoon.
2:15.
2:30? No, 2:15.
Yeah.
He was here for 2:15. And what was he doing here? Why was De Niro here?
He did the new Perry Pelt show on Dr. Radio.
What the fuck is that?
What is the Perry? Dr. Radio. She's like an NBC correspondent. She has a show here now.
Why would Robert De Niro... No, let's be honest.
He finally gets up here and he does the Perry Pelt show.
She's a documentary on his dad or something? Or something?
Yeah,
Perry
she's a
Peltz.
film producer, and she's a friend of his.
I knew
Let
there
me
was
look at Perry
something
Peltz.
on
Do we know her?
Peltz.
Perry Peltz.
Exactly. Bragging about throwing things at people.
I think she used to be like a news broad.
Uh-huh.
There was no photo op with Mr. De Niro.
With anybody. You think she got to take a picture with him?
Yeah.
She knows him.
Yeah. No one took one?
I heard Getty snap 2 photos with him. And
Lee?
Getty Lee was here?
Gas?
Yeah.
Nice. Perry Peltz.
On with it?
Yup.
Lost?
Well, she's got a lot of followers. She's a big deal on Twitter. So.
Oh.
Hey, how come Twitter's got like a new screen thing going on?
I actually know, but I don't want to tell you. Because you won't like the answer.
Kenny doesn't like change.
I don't have Twitter.
You should have Twitter.
A lot of people like the picture of my new car, GH.
Oh, that was a good one. I saw that picture.
Yeah,
it's like a clown car for you.
Yeah. It's hilarious, actually. It's on Opie Radio on Instagram. Thank you, Kenny, for the cheap plug. But
it's not cheap.
It's you and your smart car.
Yeah.
Smart car dumb person.
You say that? That's funny.
That's a good one.
And I went with, what did I do? I forgot. Big guy in a little car.
A big guy in a little
Yeah, I was trying to do the
car.
fucking Farley thing. What did I say exactly? Whatever.
Wow.
Fuck. All right, that's it with the De Niro? Yeah, big guy in a little car. That's what it was. Okay.
That's it, huh?
That rhymed a little better.
There's no way somebody could have said he's going to be here and then set
I
up with Jimmy?
A certain president of the company was there the whole time, so there was no shenanigans.
The president.
So he goes to things that... Oh, which one?
The president and chief content officer.
Uh-huh.
Tim Sabian?
No.
Don Wickland?
Scott?
No.
Eric Nagel?
Keep going up the ladder.
The Scott guy.
SG?
So all right, he's showing everyone that Perry Peltz is much more important than Opie and Anthony.
You mean because he didn't go to the thing?
He did not go to our unmasked.
Well, you wrote an email. What was the answer?
Nothing.
You never heard back?
No. I asked him why he wasn't there.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Oh, man.
It would have been nice if you popped his head in to show a little support. I mean, our unmasked was only 2 blocks away.
So, Billy, you were in Goodfellas. Yeah.
What are we going to do?
That sucks.
Yeah.
But De Niro was here. That's cool.
Yeah. That's good.
It's cool for everybody.
Remembering the artist, Robert De Niro.
I got very good news. Cronut guy has
good news.
Cronut guy's got a new invention.
He does.
I don't know how he has time to make new stuff when he's too busy making his 17 cronuts a day.
He has
a hoot.
Yeah, it's called Sherpa's Delight.
Oh, no.
It's a giant pile of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
With a couple of peas on the side covered with mashed potatoes.
Get it?
Sounds delicious.
Yes, it is. And you have to dig through and find the little covered peas.
Oh, I get it. Yes, avalanche of flavor.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Dominic's coming in here soon.
Is he?
Allegedly.
With his new invention.
Now, what is this thing?
Let's see. What is this
Is it based on the cronut?
No, it's called the...
Wafflart?
Waffogato?
What?
I think that's how you pronounce that. Wafffogato.
Arigato, waffle, gato, domo.
Yes. It's vanilla ice cream.
I like that.
Boo!
Oh, come on. It's just for your fucking white guilt.
The Belgian waffle.
A Belgian waffle. I like a good Belgian waffle.
Yeah,
You throw a little maple syrup in there.
All right. Still, I'm on board.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
And then you finish it off with a little espresso.
And some espresso.
And some espresso.
That's interesting.
It's probably good.
I bet it's really fucking good.
I bet he didn't mean for the espresso. He probably made it and then spilled coffee and it went in there and he was like, oh, this is good.
Oh. Hey, it's marvelous.
He was on Wendy Williams recently.
He was.
Is that the clip? Wait, so he debuted the Waffle Gatto on Wendy Williams?
Yeah, he did that on Wendy Williams. He already did Jenny Hut's show. He's
Roland.
We have no loyalty with this guy.
Roro! What the fuck?
Why?
He's made the rounds.
Let's see how it went down on Wendy Williams.
Make it bigger, Sam. Stop watching on a small screen.
Our next guest, everybody, owns the hottest bakery in New York City. He's the inventor of the Cronut.
Color that is.
Give it up for Chef Dominique Ansel. Yes!
There he is.
I asked, first of all, the bakery's only been around for 2.5 years.
Yes. We opened the bakery in 2011.
What is he, Frenchie?
It's a major tourist attraction.
Uh-huh.
There's always lines outside.
Yes.
Let's get started with your first big creation, the Cronut.
So this is the next month flavor Cronut. It's the blueberry. And yogurt.
Wow. I want an equal amount of blueberries in those Cronuts.
Name one.
Do you know how long that's going to take?
The Cronut was named one of the 25 best inventions by Time Magazine of last year.
I know.
Wait, the Cronut was named 25 best inventions?
One of them. Yeah.
I think I could come up with 25 things much more important. If the iron lung isn't on that list.
No.
Of last year.
Of last year. That's not a big deal.
Oh, that was invented last year?
Last year. Is there a list?
Yeah.
I still bet there are 25 things much more important to humanity than the Cronut.
Yeah. Than the 18 Cronuts he makes a day?
Yes.
Absolutely. Because Crumb's Cronut was actually 23.
Oh, shit.
Roland, don't get confused now.
That
We
was
love
terrible.
the guy. You know we love the guy. I see your face. All right? We love him.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't understand why he only makes 18
I know.
Why won't he come in here? Bring us a nice fucking waffle
25
treat.
best inventions of 2013.
Let's read the
Fleshlight. Fleshlight with teeth in it. That's not a good one. There's shark's
Also, how
teeth
he
in
makes
it.
the batter for the Cronut.
Would you buy a fleshlight with shark's teeth in it?
Shark's teeth. As big as a shot glass.
All right, this is the toy car that drives itself.
All right.
Uh-huh.
They carry sensors that feed data to an iPhone.
Good for that.
Okay, Gravity Light Box.
What is that?
That's for the film Gravity.
All right.
What's a light box?
They invented a light box structure to simulate the extreme light in outer space.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's a lot of light in outer space.
A lot of light if you're in that the sun's rays.
I've been told. I was out there once, but I had my sunglasses on.
Oh, you did?
Good joke.
No? Well. Good joke.
Alcoholic coffee.
Wait, where are we up to 4 of these things?
Alcoholic.
Okay.
That's good.
Alcoholic coffee. He's related to that guy who was in jail in the Green Mile.
It's not spelled the same.
I know, exactly.
Sony
Sony Smart Lens. What's that about?
It clips to your iPhone or Android phone.
I got one of those.
Right? Yeah.
It's great.
Do you?
The
How big is
Cronut.
it?
The Cronut.
Looks like a lens.
Nice.
Which you can get in many bakeries across the country.
Right, or Target, or
Crumbs, A&P.
I got to say, that Crumbs Cronut was one of the worst fucking things I've ever eaten.
All right.
It was so incredibly bad.
I felt like I was eating the skin flakes off someone's heel.
It's terrible.
What's the Mission R?
It's a motorcycle with a 160 horsepower engine that's going to rocket you from 0 to 60 in 3
Chopper,
seconds.
baby.
3 seconds.
Wow.
Fuck.
The Plus Pool.
Oh, that's the pool they're trying to put in Brooklyn.
Right.
In the river.
What is it?
It's a pool in a river.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
That's kind of cool, though.
Why would you do
They're putting
that?
a huge pool in the middle of the river.
So you could swim around and you're not in the...
River water's going to get all over you.
Wouldn't it?
That's the East River officially?
Yeah, it's the East River.
So in the middle of the East River, they're going to have a giant Olympic-sized pool, and then you walk out on this, narrow structure to get to the pool.
I knew a guy that used to swim in the East River, and his mattress stunk like death.
Cosmo?
Yes.
Don't spoil it.
So wait a minute.
We usually let it sit there for a while, Roro.
There's how you gonna get
the lumbar yard? He got it.
River. It's fucking river water.
No,
it's a pool.
The pool is.
The pool will be
I don't
regular
know how they
water.
figured it out.
How's
So
it gonna
it's
happen? Go
gonna
right over
be-
the edge there. Boom.
Well, it's going to be like clean
Click
water.
on that. Maybe they have better pictures.
It's going to be clean water in the pool.
All right.
And then I'm sure that it rises up a little higher than the river water, but how high would it be to keep that river water out?
Pretty high. I'm going to go with pretty high.
Or maybe there's a barrier that keeps any of the chop from getting in there, and the river water's on the other side, very calm.
Well, that's why it's one of the greatest inventions
And then
last
you
year.
get in. It feels like you're in the river swimming, but you're not.
Look, that's what it looks like.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
See how raised it is? And there's there's a glass barrier around.
That looks pretty cool.
Is that a cross pool?
It's a plus pool.
Okay, a plus pool.
It'd be great if fucking Sully has to crash into it. You know, I was actually, it wasn't a joke, Jim.
You can say that again.
Contrary to popular belief, I'm just thinking if somebody needs to use the river for an emergency, it could get in the way.
But it might not be that
generally
far
don't
out.
use rivers for emergency.
Well, you tell Sully that, my friend.
You're right. Yeah.
You tell everyone that survived in that landing.
The Oculus Rift, what's that?
That's the virtual
3D.
reality headset that Facebook bought or whoever.
Oh, okay. Right,
Oculus Rift. What a great name for something.
For a band, right, Chip?
The Oculus Rift.
They invented the edible password pill. What's that?
Swallowed once daily, the pill consists of a tiny chip that uses the acid in your stomach to power it on. Once activated, it emits a specific 18-bit EKG-like signal that can be detected by your phone or computer, essentially turning your body into a password.
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's the future right there.
Absolutely. Better than a fingerprint. Jesus.
But you have to take the pill every day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I hope it wouldn't counteract my Cialis. That's why I need every time I get a hard on, my phone comes on.
Whoa. They invented the invisible skyscraper last year.
That's exactly right.
The Cronut's in tough competition.
Right.
What's the invisible skyscraper? I guess they're using the glass in such a way it looks like it's completely not in the...
The Tower Infinity.
They only put it by airports, though. It surrounds the airport.
It'd be terrible.
Bad placement.
I know, big apartments. You can watch planes taking off, and they can't see you. It's like you're spying on them.
The Tower Infinity in South Korea will be the first skyscraper that for a few hours a day modestly provides an unobstructed view of the sky behind it.
How? Is it through cameras and...
Well, it's through a combination of LED technology and 18 weatherproof HD cameras affixed to the facade to give the appearance that the building is invisible from certain vantage points.
Wow. So the camera's probably on the back side of the building, right? And then if you're standing on the front and you see the LED, it's like a TV screen.
Right.
And then they project what's behind it on the front of it and make it look like it just disappears.
Cool is that?
That's pretty wild.
We should have invented that.
I know.
We did.
Oh, we did?
We did.
Forgot.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Some of these glass buildings in New York, though, trick you a little bit.
Pretty cool.
When the clouds start coming on the front of the building.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You ever see that tree fort, I guess it is, in the middle of the woods, made out of mirrors? And it's surrounded by a wooded area, so it really disappears. It looks like it's just part of a tree.
Is it on that Tree Fort show, which was fucking awesome? That Tree Fort.
The dumb Tree Fort
I did too.
show.
Yes. I want to go in all those tree forts and just play.
It's cool. I want a house in the suburbs just so I can have a tree fort.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't look that good, though. You'd have bees under it. Stinging. They're the worst. Imagine being in a tree fort and bees are flying on you.
Bees are up there. I used to hide my Playboys in my tree fort when I lived in Elwood.
Well, yes, while you were being suckled by a young effeminate gentleman. While you were having your prick serviced by a man who put his asshole over a bedpost.
No, that was in California. I'm talking when I was in New York before I went to California. No, that tree fort was a lot different.
Absolutely.
Yes, and no, Joey Buttlicker was the one that put the post of the bed up his ass, and I wasn't there at the time. That was just Richard and Joey Buttlicker.
Oh, Joey Buttlicker.
It was Joey Butler, but after we decided he was having sex with Richard, then we called him Joey Buttlicker.
He was queef, you think?
Well, at that age, you got it.
You have to. It's mandatory.
It was mandatory.
Yes.
Yeah. The 3-doodler.
That's right. The 3-doodler is a new kind of pen that doodles in 3 dimensions instead of 2. Essentially, it works like a 3D printer, melting and cooling colored plastic to create rigid freestanding structures.
Can't you just take 3 pens and do the same thing?
No, it's...
Yeah,
3-dimensional.
Oh, it has depth.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's on paper. It doesn't have three dimensions.
It's 3 dimensions.
No,
it's not 3 colors.
It's the illusion of 3 dimensions.
Exactly.
I don't like that one.
Just doodle in 1 dimension, for fuck's sake.
What's the Volvo's solar pavilion?
Well, when Volvo challenged designers to create a showcase for its new V60 hybrid, the winning entry by the firm Synthesis Design and Architecture was a spectacular flexible solar panel that charges the car and folds up to fit in the trunk. It's not for sale.
Giant.
It's wrapped around. It looks like a fucking rich white lady's hat.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are you going to put your luggage if you have to put that in the trunk?
Yeah.
Stupid invention.
That's
like
bad.
that either.
Artificial memories. They invented that?
That's right.
Wow.
Sure.
The MIT scientists call it Project Inception. Their goal was to make a mouse experience a false memory like a man who swears and believes he came up with an idea that Leonardo DiCaprio actually planted in his head.
Wow, that's dangerous.
I thought Inception was amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I loved it, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
I fell asleep.
Did you?
I did.
Twice, right?
Twice.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
keep
You wouldn't
trying
give it
to watch it when
I
I'm
loved
tired.
it, man.
Yeah, it's such a fucking good movie.
Never saw it.
You got to see it.
It's really good. It's Christopher Nolan did it.
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, so
He's kind of a
handsome.
has-been, though.
Yeah.
He's great.
Chris
Leo.
Nolan.
A little bit.
So handsome.
What do you got?
The amplithydron.
Amplithydron, you dummy.
Oh.
Amplithydron.
They just invented a new shape, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
All right, they just invented a shape, it looks like.
Nest Protect smoke alarm. The Nest Protect is a highly evolved makeover of a dinosaur, of an appliance. The humble smoke and carbon monoxide detector. It's self-aware. If the emergency is just a little burning toast, you can silence the alarm simply by waving at it. Yeah, but what happens if you leave the house waving your hands in
Yeah,
the
if
air?
there's a fire and you're like, oh my God, you got your hands are waving and it shuts off.
That's a terrible invention.
Exactly. What if you
dangerous.
pop lock for a living and you're always practicing at home?
True.
You'd be shutting off the thing in the fire.
You can't invent the atomic clock. We did that already.
What's the new atomic clock?
What makes it new?
What is it? Help me out.
Yeah.
It's in August. Physicists at the National Institute of Standards and Technology.
Oh, not to interrupt you, but I know about this clock.
Oh, you do?
Every day at noon, a poisonous gas fires out towards your face.
Why would they do
never
that?
buy that clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a big seller, but
All right, we know that one.
clever.
Okay, we got it.
Yeah, we know that one.
The gravity light.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh, we did that one already.
That's right, we
What?
did.
That was
Yeah, we
the
got
first
that.
one for the movie Gravity.
That was the plus
Spaceship 2.
That's right.
Wow, the
You can't
Cronauts in
invent
good company.
spaceships. Just a second spaceship. That's stupid.
You can't
Next.
invent spaceships. Stop
Oh, the gastric brooding frog.
it. What's that?
The scientists at Australia's University of Newcastle have used DNA from frozen tissue samples to resurrect embryos of a frog extinct since 1983 that gives birth through its mouth.
Oh, wow.
It's like Jurassic
Great way for
Park.
conception.
Yes.
Wait, they brought an animal back?
That's right. They Jurassic Park.
That's
think it's a lie?
Jurassic Park shit right there.
I don't know. You think they really did that?
Yeah, the frog has little frogs spit out of its mouth.
And before you know it, you got a dinosaur.
The Lazarus Project.
Keep going.
Yeah.
It's called the Lazarus Project.
Oh, the Atlas robot.
Yeah.
It can use tools, crawl through rugged terrain, and locate objects with cameras and laser range finders.
Looks scary.
Oh my God, the Atlas robot is intended to imitate human rescuers in disaster response and emergency recovery. Hopefully it doesn't become self-aware.
The shape of the Homo sapien is not really very good as a robot. It's not. It doesn't figure.
A robot should be a big dumb box with 2 feet on it. Stop trying to make it look like your friend Larry. Oh, look, the robot is lifelike. Make it a fucking box with 2 feet. A clunker, 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 clunker.
And have it hollow, right?
Exactly.
Put whatever you're finding
Hollow, so you can
inside.
put your gloves and your bowling ball in there. Yeah. Hey, it's almost lifelike.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, for what? Why would you do that?
Why don't you
You're
make your
right.
chair lifelike? Hey, like my chair, it's like my grandmother, a big fucking babushka arms, giant fucking tits in my back. Fuck human
That's
robots.
So funny.
It's creepy.
There's no reason for it.
Exactly. The pocket pussy is all you need to know. That's what a robot should be. It should be a crotch level, big box with clunky feet and a pocket pussy drilled out of the top. And what it does is it runs at you and then backs up and then runs at you and then backs up and then runs at you and then backs up.
I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You can't invent sunglasses.
Well, the Argus 2, the FDA has improved the first device that can restore partial vision to those who have severe retinitis.
Nice.
Pig mimosa.
All right, that could help some people out.
Yeah, there's a little record. There's like a little speaker in it, and someone just tells them all the shit they're supposed to be seeing.
That's impractical.
Yeah, it really is. That somebody has to walk around with a fucking string attached to the. I'm talking too much.
String?
A cord.
Jimmy, just because I'm talking.
The X-47B drone.
Oh, it's a stealth drone.
Yeah, whatever. Stealth drone, smelt drone.
And waterless fracking.
Yeah, that's
was invented in 2013.
What exactly is waterless fracking?
Doesn't matter.
They
I want to
invented,
know.
Whoa.
The artificial pancreas.
They invented the art.
on.
That is something we could.
You think that's better than the cronut?
No, that's Dominique Ansel's new dessert. It's called the artificial pancreas.
Wait, they got the pancreas figured out? That's pretty impressive. What are they saying about it?
They are saying that
it doesn't work and it's made of foam.
It detects dropping sugar levels and shuts off regular insulin delivery for type 1 diabetics, just like a real pancreas.
Oh.
Huh.
All right, but you need an outside little fucking
That's
source.
stupid.
Exactly. And what's this?
The rewalk.
The hell's a rewalk?
Well, it's like,
the swim walk when you do it twice. I'm just interrupting everyone.
Yeah, I don't know why
nonsense.
Stupid.
Sorry.
That's terrible. Call it an exoskeleton or a bionic suit, but for paraplegics. It's freedom. The innovative device developed by a quadriplegic Israeli scientist relies on sensors that anticipate shifts in the user's balance. So you put them on and it helps your legs move.
Holy crap.
I know. What a waste of technology.
You think so?
Build the pocket pussy robot. What, you let these guys get up and bumble around and knock into us?
Yeah, please.
If you're a paraplegic, you shouldn't be walking around. Sit there and watch the game.
That's the end of the list.
I liked it.
The cronut wins. Congratulations to the cronut.
We don't need to listen to Wendy Williams then.
How amazing is that? It can help you. Like, wait 20 years from now and they can do it with quadriplegics and all of your limbs.
And just implant them inside the legs, so it's not an exoskeleton.
So that means it can help you walk to the cronut bakery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You always know who's got the ones that are doing the clumsy robot walk.
Oh, God, yeah. Or something happens, the battery dies, and you're just stuck.
Yeah. Hey, come on, guys. I'm in the middle of the rud.
You gotta
Why would you say rud?
Because I knew I had a bad joke, and I tried to make it funny by saying a word wrong.
Making it rhyme with dud.
I know. And pud. So I should stick in my mouth and ass instead of talking.
Why would you stick it in your ass?
I don't know, just to punish me for my terrible jokes.
Holy fuck.
And that's science news.
Science news.
Hey, you know what I mean?
New news.
Robot!
Whoa! Weird news.
Yeah, we got a robot with a pocket pussy in it.
A pocket?
Pussy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Little boss comes in. We got to get weird Jews. We got to get that one.
Yes.
Speaking of Voss, thank you, Jimmy. It's podcast day, and it's the best of Rich Voss from our radio show.
Exactly. Great 1 minute podcast.
Some great bits. Great bits.
I get it.
Go get that. There's a link on our Facebook page, O&A Show, and on the
Twitter.
And yeah, the show's Twitter account, which is what?
Twitter. O&A Show.
Oh, I got to follow that one. Fuck.
Yes, please follow. O&A Show.
Anything else? I think we're good, right? Everyone good?
I think we're
Who's
good.
tomorrow? Is Seth tomorrow or Thursday?
Tuesday of next week.
Oh.
Next week, we got Louis C.K. coming in.
Nice.
Seth Rogen coming in.
Wow, what's going to follow that?
Guy Fieri coming in.
Right.
Guy Fieri?
Yeah, it's going to be extreme. Yeah, right now we take the meat, we throw some booze on it.
Oh, you pronounced that slur wrong, though. Guy Fieri.
Which one was pronounced wrong?
Oh, well.
It's going to be crazy.
First word, too.
That's the first word, too.
That's a rough name.
I like him now.
Oh, come on.
I got it.
No.
Yeah. Have some
gay news.
Pudding with Jack Daniels on it.
Yeah. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Crazy.
Some hair bleach on top.
Oh, shit. It's extreme.
You enjoy his food, though.
Hey, you know,
Yeah,
I don't mind when he comes in and cooks a little something up for us.
Yeah, it's great listening for the fucking people out there. You know, as we're going.
Hearing the sizzle.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do this. A poor Jack. Yeah.
Well, you know.
It's good. Fucking right. I'll eat this out.
Come on, the listeners are like, oh, yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Also, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
We'll have to ask Guy about the last time he was in when we invited his assistant to enter the studio instead of him.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like that.
How funny is this? One of the trending topics today is National Honest Day.
Honest?
Or National Honesty Day.
Honesty Day?
Oh.
Get the fuck.
So it's time to be honest?
Oh,
I
yeah,
like that.
right.
Well, I haven't announced
Yeah,
it. I think
right.
the people kind of suspected.
Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. National Honesty Day. Go
That's
fuck yourself.
bullshit.
Yeah, everyone's lying.
Everyone lies.
Bunch of liars.
They say they want honesty, then you hear it, you're like, oh, fuck.
Let's all say something honest in honor of National Honesty Day.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What do you got?
I like.
Terrible idea.
It's a good idea. I like canoodling.
Oh, you like a little canoodle?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You say something.
I gotta say something honest.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I
don't have anything.
I like leaving at 10:30.
Okay, it's honest.
Oh, Kenny, how you doing?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're gonna...
I'll say something truthful.
Keep your finger on the dump button.
Truthful.
I liked the segment on Amy Schumer last night with Jim Norton,
Oh, thank you.
I didn't see it yet. Feinstein.
I've not seen that.
Keith Robinson.
Bobby Kelly.
I got good feedback on it. I've yet to see it.
I
haven't seen
DVR'd
it
it. I
yet.
haven't seen it, though.
Yeah, that's a show I
It
got
was
on
funny,
the
you saw it?
DVR.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm being honest.
Did I have any lines?
Yes, you got some zingers in there.
Some zingers.
Pew pew. Yeah, it was all of
Yeah.
us just talking to her. That's cool.
We're talking about sex.
Of
Were we?
course.
Yes.
Oh, so
Look at that woman. Gwen Moore from Wisconsin.
she looks like a guy.
Race mad. I bet she's saying some real shit.
Adapting and changing strategies going forward.
Was that a man?
Paul Ryan is not going anywhere. He is the budget committee chair now. Next cycle.
She got chop meat hair.
No, who cares? Let's go home before we get in
Brown,
trouble.
brown. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close.
Out their knowledge before being fired by the team this month. ESPN, citing anonymous sources, reported that Darren Ehrman secretly recorded coaches' meetings, conversations between coaches and players, and informal discussions. It's unclear what Ehrman did with the alleged recordings.
Uh-oh.
He was fired on April 5th for what the team called a violation of company policy, so maybe they found out he was recording. Sure. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Ehrman already has landed a job with another team.
What do you think he'll do with these recordings if he's got something?
Hey, man, the NBA's cool with it. They're cool with you secretly taping each other.
Apparently.
And so is the public. And the same public that cries about privacy and we're losing all our privacy.
Yes.
And when it comes to someone else's privacy, you just don't give a fuck.
You don't care.
You don't care. So I have no mercy for the individual who loses their privacy.
I would bet a lot of money that I will go with every single NBA player has said some really shitty things in their private life.
I think everybody walking the earth.
When they knew they were safe and knew no one was taping them.
Right.
Period.
Of course they have. Terrible things.
So, here's Silver yesterday.
I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr. Sterling came from within an institution that has historically taken such a leadership role in matters of race relations.
Wife
and caused
beating.
current and former players, coaches, fans,
Jumping into
and partners
stands,
of the
punching
NBA
people
to question their very association with the league.
Come on.
You know,
To them.
I would love to bash this guy, too.
Outrage.
Because he's a groveling, but he was put in a very tough position by when the president is talking about it. It's a really hard position to be in as the new commissioner.
Oh, yeah. As soon as the recordings got out, this guy was fucked. We all knew that. And Silver is doing what he has to do.
Yeah.
Them and pioneers of the game like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton.
Not Sweetwater.
The great Bill Russell. and particularly Magic Johnson, I apologize.
Why is he apologizing to a collection of black basketball players?
You didn't do anything wrong.
He did nothing.
You didn't do anything.
The owner did it in his private life, you groveling idiot.
Here's today's apology.
Yuck.
Can we go? Let me ask the people here.
Oh, God.
And my pals. You think we could go a week without a big apology?
No.
Let's start the clock today, Sam. Put it on
Apology
the
clock.
docket. Put it on the docket.
Apology clock.
An apology clock. Can we go? Should we make it 10 days?
We'll start with 10.
Let's start with
right,
10.
then we'll see
Can
if
we
we
go
can-
10 days without a big apology in the news?
It's just always somebody.
Why is this guy apologizing?
This guy has no reason to apologize whatsoever.
No, other than the fact that he looks like a fucking, like the Dracula. Who was the creepy Dracula? Nosferatu. Yeah, he's very uncomfortable to look at.
He just floated to the podium. Oh, God. Why? Why is he apologizing?
Accordingly, effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA. Mr. Sterling may not attend any NBA games or practices. He may not be present at any Clippers facility, and he may not participate in any business or player personnel decisions involving the team.
How do they do that?
He will also be barred from attending NBA Board of Governors meetings or participating in any other league activity. I am also fining Mr. Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum amount allowed under the NBA Constitution.
He says that because he knows like 2.5 is nothing to this guy.
Mere bag of shells, Norton.
That's a cup of coffee for Donald Sterling.
2.5 mil.
I'm telling you, man, he's 81 years old. I don't think he just says all right to this. He knows he's at the end of his life.
He can fight it without,
Why would he? Why? I mean, if you're a younger guy and you want to try to get your life together and move on to other things, maybe. But why would this guy just agree to all this without a fight?
He should come up with the anti-Semitism angle and say that they're just doing this because I'm a Jew and completely turn it around. Come out with a yarmulke and fucking pay us. Really pour it on.
These funds will be donated to organizations dedicated to anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts.
Jesus Christ!
Why do you use the money to give everybody a cronut or something? Why does everything have to be so calculated?
We're going to give this organizations. Oh, are you? What a waste of money that is. Fuck.
Everything has to be so well thought out.
Right. Boy, is this a fucking butt lapping.
It's a grovel fest.
It is a grovel fest.
It's a grovel fest, but again, that was a bad thing for the NBA.
Yeah, which I understand to a point, but
you don't have to come at. You know what? Honestly, it's a bad thing for the NBA, but.
Good morning, everyone.
Woo!
It's showtime.
Certainly is.
Heavy rain in New York City.
A pain in the ass to fucking get around.
Now.
You can't make it sound bad because of the Midwest.
Okay, thank you.
I know. They have a little trouble with the weather, too.
I don't know how they deal with tornadoes. That's something we don't have here.
Well, they're, Oklahoma strong. They're Kentucky strong.
Kentucky strong?
Texas strong.
Oh, okay. They'll be all right then.
They know how to pull together. There's no other state that has the type of people.
The toughness.
That can come together in adversity.
Right.
Except for, New York, Jersey, Boston, of course.
Boston's strong.
L.A.
L.A. almost strong.
Yeah.
Well, L.A. is pretty strong today.
Yeah.
They're pretty strong. They're one today.
They're one.
They are one.
I got to tell you, man, I slept like a baby last night, knowing that all those multimillionaires will not be hurt by an old racist and his words anymore.
That is good.
I slept great because of that.
I'm glad there was swift justice, just in case he was going to do it again. Thank God. To get it taken care of, lickety-split.
Thank God these multimillionaires are taken care of. Yeah. And no one could hurt them anymore.
No one could hurt them.
Jesus.
It is ridiculous.
Stupid words. Stupid words getting in the way of everything nowadays.
Words hurt. We learned that.
And then the Clippers go out on the court and continue to play for the guy.
Yeah.
I don't understand that part of this.
Yeah. There are so many little peripheral things that are just ridiculous. MSNBC, of course, you know, they were having a virtual party last night on the air. And I forgot who it was, but of course it's some really liberal PC person.
Is it the guy with the glasses?
It might have been.
Chris Hayes?
It might have been Chris Hayes. Saying that this wasn't enough. This didn't go far enough.
What?
Because, and here was the logic.
Right.
Because he could just give the team over to his family.
Right. Okay.
Now, is he saying that the entire family now should just be shunned and shouldn't be allowed to have the team? Guilt by relation association?
My God.
It's that to me is insanity.
Oh my God. That's taking it way too
far.
far.
The whole family should be.
Right.
We need the entire Jewish family to get on the boxcar.
So, if Donald Sterling decides to sell, I don't know if you could actually force him to sell. I guess what? The rest of the owners get together and they decide if he has to sell. And if he does sell, it's going to be for a ridiculous profit.
Yeah.
I think I read he only paid like $12-13 million for the team. That sounds crazy.
And what if he sells it to a family member for $1?
Right.
If he just goes, here, team's yours.
Right.
They can't force the family member to sell. Can't do it.
So I guess we're going to have to just kill the guy.
The guy needs to die. Yes, that seems to be the only way.
Oh, man, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Is he a racist? I do believe so.
Sure.
But
they needed this, and the fact that they needed this settled immediately. Like, there are things that happen that go on for months of, investigations and, not letting emotion take over, letting due process play out. This was just like, we need an answer quick.
Well, that's because the team's in the playoffs. It's a major distraction for the team and the rest of the league. That's probably why. I bet you if the Clippers weren't in the playoffs, then maybe they would have been
a little.
They would have taken their time, I think.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just silly to me. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just can't be bothered with words anymore.
It did get a little too much attention on the popular front on the news.
I don't know. Told to sell the Clippers, fined $2.5 million, lifetime ban. Slam Punk is one of the headlines today.
That's a good one.
I actually tweeted this one. I'm a big fan of tweeting these amazingly funny and clever headlines
that you should share.
This one says, clipped. NBA, no bigots allowed. See, that's what NBA stands for.
I have a different one.
Well, I've seen it on the old Twitter. Not by you, by the way.
Of course.
But I have seen the one you're thinking of. Ban Sterling for life.
Yeah.
By the way, I do apologize. My fly's open in that tweet.
Oh, is it?
I didn't do that on purpose.
Oh, boy.
And then, clip, hooray! clip, hooray!
The editor actually said, okay, that's good. Let it print with clip, hooray.
And then this one, Nowhere Man.
That's a Beatles song.
Clippers, NBA tries to return to normalcy with Sterling out for life. But the fact remains that the players did play for him last night.
Yeah.
And I guess they won the game, right?
Did they? Yeah? Was that it?
Well,
because when all's said and done, I still don't care about basketball.
I'm not watching that much basketball these days, but I'm like, probably like a lot of dummies out there. I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to see the Clippers tonight
I'm going to watch the Clippers.
See if anything crazy goes on.
I bet if you...
And then I looked on my guide, and I'm like, 11 o'clock? Yeah, I think the game just ended.
West Coast.
Fuck, I can't stay up till 11.
Hell's no.
They won?
I believe so, yeah. What was the score? Do we have it on our little sheet here? NBA.
Score.
No. Who did the prep sheet today, Sam?
Uh-oh. Sal?
Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
E-Rock.
Yeah, Eric just stinks.
Oh, no.
Because this is what the paper does.
Oh, boy.
Look, under sports, NBA, Memphis beat Oklahoma 100-99. Washington beat Chicago 75-69. Golden State, LA Clippers, no score because it was too late at night.
What?
Yeah.
But that's like what used to happen in the 80s, the 90s.
He did it this morning.
Wait, there was no way to look online
That's
and
what I'm
see?
saying. That's why he stinks.
Oh, no.
The Clippers
E-Rock.
story is pretty big, so you would think we might want the score.
You probably want to... People kind of want to know...
And Sal's jumping up and down with his thumbs up in the air. Why, Sal?
Because Sal thinks this makes him look good.
No, it doesn't make me look good. It's just I like when Uriah gets thrown into the
Well,
bus.
you certainly do.
And now here comes E-Rock. He'll have some stupid, swarmy comment.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
What Sal doesn't realize is he's jumping up and down, but he just bought himself the prep sheet tomorrow.
That's it.
And could we look it up ourselves? Yes.
Yes.
What? What are you going to say? All right. Thank you.
Oh!
Goodbye. Clippers 113, Warriors 103 last night.
Do you think he did that?
What can I say?
But why wouldn't you get the score for that? I mean, usually we don't give a fuck about the LA Clippers, granted, but it's a huge story.
Right.
Wouldn't you have as many facts about the Clippers today as possible?
Boy, E-Rock.
Right. And when I was writing the sports part last night, the game wasn't done. And when I was doing everything else this morning, I was like, oh, I'll just get the score in the morning. And I did forget to put that particular score on the prep sheet.
I did forget was the key part of that explanation.
I did all right, that's fair enough.
I did forget.
At least you're taking responsibility.
Yeah. So, yeah, the one game, it figures.
That was the big one to get the score on.
All right. All right.
Oh, boy.
All right. I'll accept that.
There you have it.
Sal's very happy about this, by the way.
Sure he is.
Do you
He was
have anything to
jumping
say
for
to
joy.
Sal? Because he was jumping up and down with his thumbs up in the air.
Thumbs up, like laughing.
Really excited.
Well, the show's still early. I'm sure he'll miss a music cue or something.
Oh!
It'll be good.
Incompetent Sal, right?
You will, right? He's getting better.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he's getting better.
What? Sal kind of did pull this whole thing where he was a really good intern, and he got hired, and just went into suckdom.
He sucked for a while.
He was the worst employee we had.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of pulling it out, right?
I told you personally, right, Sal?
Yes, you did.
There you go.
I listened to exactly what you had to say. And
No, Sal is way better.
So if I could reiterate, he was a piece of fucking shit.
Right.
Did you say one of the worst employees ever or the worst?
I would say one of the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a few other people that were kind of slacking before they left this establishment.
All right, well, what are we going to do with this Sterling thing?
I don't know. It's been...
You want to hear what Silver said? Adam Silver?
He really didn't mince words, did he?
No, he didn't beat around the bush, as they say.
He had to come on strong, and he
Went
did.
right in.
I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr.
You know, I do want to say one thing, and we've all said it. The one thing I wish they would add to this discussion is the fact that, you know, this guy was talking in his house in private.
That's the biggest issue.
That is a major fucking issue.
Yeah.
There's a story in the paper today, and I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but there's a coach for the Warriors who got fired recently, and he was secretly taping coaches talking to players.
Oh, boy.
What is on those tapes? And will they be released? And will the players be okay with the fact that they were taped when they were having private conversations?
Let me tell you something. This is setting a precedent where you will see women and men, but this, if you look at this situation exactly, let's say you're having marital difficulties, going to be getting a divorce, or just have a woman scorned, let's say.
Right.
All she has to do is record some guy saying horrible things, her boyfriend, husband, whatever,
right,
and put it out there and destroy his life. So, because we're not seeing any repercussions coming her way for illegally taping this guy.
Right.
And it seems like, wow, that worked. Like, why don't I give that a whirl? Let me destroy this executive boyfriend or husband
But none of these talking heads on the TV are stepping forward and saying, whoa, okay, yes, we see what's going on here, but we got to add this to the discussion. It's not right that people are being secretly taped and then these audio recordings are being pushed out to the media. Because there's a lot of scumbaggy websites like TMZ that'll take these tapes in a second.
In a second.
No
and it's
problem.
Gonna be the new thing. Like, it becomes the new thing.
Right.
Like TMZ saw what this did for them, and all the other websites and the news agencies, they saw how good this was for them. So why wouldn't they accept other people's tapes to slam somebody?
It's not even part of the discussion.
Not even.
Not even in a little bit. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. Warriors assistant recorded coaches. A former assistant coach for the Warriors reportedly recorded conversations of coaches and players without...
Honestly, do you have to come out with a fucking press conference like this with this contrite, apologize, we're giving the money, don't worry. Like, this could have been done with an email. Hey, by the way, we're doing this.
Well, not in this day and age.
Done.
You got to be front and center with this.
And the players were all
at the top screen.
I saw that
little child. Look.
Yeah, I believe I saw it.
All right.
Typical.
All right.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh, that's adorable. That's great. Little knockout game.
Anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts that will be jointly selected by the NBA and its Players Association.
Oh, yeah.
As for Mr. Sterling's ownership interest in the Clippers, I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority to force a sale of the team, and will do everything in my power to ensure that that happens.
Interesting there. What do you think the owners are going to do? Because, like I said earlier, maybe off before the show, the owners don't want to, lose power. They like knowing they have a little power over the league itself.
That's true.
I think they're going to vote unanimously.
You think they all try to get together and say we got to do this unanimously?
Yeah, because they're players. Every player in the NBA is so invested in this, and would be so angry at their owner if they did. You know what I mean? It's a really hard one to kind of not go with the flow on this one if you're one of the owners.
And then someone asked Silver, about the conversation being private. And this is what Silver had to say yesterday.
Should someone lose their team for remarks shared in private? Is this a slippery slope?
Whether or not these remarks were initially shared in private, they are now public, and they represent his views.
See, that's not a good enough answer.
It's a safe answer. But
how can you be? And I say that, but then again, like, what if the guy was a Nazi who advocated Jews being killed? Like, I wouldn't want him owning a team, man. Like, what's the line between your views and privacy?
I would have followed up that question and said, Mr. Silver, are you cool with people, recording you without your knowledge? Are you going to be all right with that?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to record people now. You just fucking hit record on your phone and just put it on a table.
I know.
The screen goes black.
That's dangerous.
They do it to us every day.
Racist.
Oh, we're on the air.
The screen goes black, so even if you're looking over at someone's phone, it just looks like their phone is just on the table and nothing's going on.
Correctamundo. This is going
I'm going to start
be
recording
very popular.
everything. I just want to let you guys know that.
Cool.
I'm going to just record everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Has Roland bought a Clippers jersey yet? I believe he has.
What about fake Roland? What did he buy?
Good old fake Roland.
Fake Roland thanked Mike Baker yesterday for stopping by and said, see you tomorrow.
Because it's here till Friday, of course.
Tuesday through Friday.
Holy shit, was he mad.
All right, let's go to some video. Yeah, we got the Clippers and the big standing ovation that happened last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Was it packed?
Oh, boy, was it.
Packed out.
Just like we said it would be.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that he made the decision before the game, I think, probably helped.
Yeah.
People, all the
The
NBA.
Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center, taking the floor a short time ago.
And why are they being like, whoa, yeah, like, what did they do?
They had to deal with hurtful words, Anthony.
Oh, right. Hey, that's the guy from the video game commercial.
Is he only half mad?
That's funny.
Hate will never win is one of the signs.
Hate wins every day.
That wasn't all right. That was all right.
Oh, you dumb signs and you dumb fucking shit. Another victory for the good guys. Words hurt.
And then
very important.
The Oprah had something to say.
Did she? Of course.
Oprah told TMZ a thing or two. Where was she coming out of? Is she in New York?
Yeah, I think it was in New York because it sounded like it was our TMZ guy.
Oh, was it Adam?
Wow, that's a coup.
We might know a TMZ guy or two.
Yeah.
Was it Adam?
It sounded like it.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you in a
I know
second.
his voice.
Yeah.
Oprah! You look beautiful. Good to see you. You look great.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Oprah.
Chide up.
Chide up. Any advice to the Clippers organization and Doc Rivers and stuff?
No, I don't have any advice, but all I got to say is we're all off the plantation. Plantation days are over.
Well, listen, if this guy gets rid of the team, any chance you buy the
When the
Clippers?
fuck was anyone on it in the past 100, 200 fuck years? Jesus H. Christ! Stop with the plantation!
We're talking about multimillionaires here.
Holy fuck! I love that when Spike Lee saying, he treated his players, they were his slaves. Well, that's the most well-paid slaves I've ever heard of. Holy mother of fuck! Some perspective, people! Some fucking perspective!
What?
He put them in chains! Yes, he did! Gold, silver, and platinum ones. Holy mother of fuck! The plantation!
Well, what are you going to do?
Relax, Oprah. I don't think anyone was on the plantation that's playing for the Clippers. And quite frankly, I don't think anyone had a complaint about how they were treated in the organization. This guy said his horrific shit in his house in the privacy of his own home. But is there one complaint from a player or a coach or anything that it was mismanaged, that medical treatment wasn't there, that money wasn't there, that anything?
Well, take it a step further. A lot of people have said that Donald Sterling everyone knew he was this guy for a long time.
Right.
And these players still went to the Clippers to play.
Still.
So they were cool with it. They knew.
Elgin Baylor was the guy who complained, but the guy, I don't know what happened.
What did he complain about?
He got for racial discrimination in 2009. He sued him.
Right.
Okay.
For some, I guess moving the organization.
Going with Ant's point, though, a lot of people knew this guy was this guy, and continue to go there and play.
And I'm sure other people sue people for racial discrimination that aren't racists. You know, it's kind of a thing to do sometimes. So you know, I don't know how that played out, but apparently they were being treated fine. They were being paid. They were playing the game. They had all the resources they needed. Plantation. Holy crap!
Is there a new tape?
Oh,
where he said, "I hate when."
I heard where you were going.
Absolutely. What about the tape?
Yeah, it's mine.
Is there a new tape?
Not that I know of.
Why? Did you see
Did he talk about
N-bomb
being
tape?
inside you? Did Sterling say something like that?
No, I didn't hear that.
No.
You sure? I know there's another. There's a tape going around of some woman that drops an N-bomb, I think.
Oh, okay.
But she's saying it's not her.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
It looked like MSNBC might have played a new tape or more audio that is at least associated with this. Just take a quick look out there.
Look at that, Adam Silver. Holy shit. They should have put him on like a board and just had him stand up from behind the podium like Nosferatu.
Immediately. I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA.
Okay, so what that means is no practice, no games.
He cannot
Just
be at the
fucking
Clippers
It's banned for
facility
life.
or
We
weigh in
know
on
what that
any
means. We know what that
personnel
means.
decisions. He can have no interaction with the team he owns ever again, and that's on top of a maximum $2.5 million fine. Pretty nominal,
Privacy
really,
of his home.
considering his estimated net worth is around $1.9 billion. But the question of how long Sterling will own the Clippers is now also in doubt.
I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority to force...
Wow. He'll sell.
Yeah, I think he will.
Oh, yeah.
Sell Mortimer.
He'll be forced to, because I think you're right. I think it'll be a unanimous decision.
Uh-huh.
There's too much at stake, so the owners probably... I feel like they probably don't want to all vote yes, but
if you
they have to
vote
get
no,
together on this, right?
And someone finds out.
Now
Yeah.
you're now you're guilty of something. I don't know what.
And they're probably like, you know what? Fuck him. He's putting us all at risk here.
Yeah, it's true.
Every day we have to deal with this. The woman that made the tape said that Sterling was aware he was being recorded. Our show doesn't believe that.
Of course she says that.
I believe she has to say that.
She's so fucking guilty if she doesn't say that.
We don't believe that is true.
Yeah.
We believe she said that so she could get the tapes out there.
It's a he said, she said.
Yeah. Although I wonder if she fucked up by releasing everything. Because what happens now is there's nothing to bargain with because he's going to come after her legally for the recordings. And now there's nothing for her to hold over his head. Like, why would he care if these other tapes come out?
Yeah.
He's lost everything already.
Yeah.
Unless he said shit about his family or whatever he doesn't want out there.
Can we go back to the Oprah?
Sure. Please do.
So, Oprah. I think she's saying some good things so far.
The plantation.
Well, listen, if this guy gets rid of the team, any chance you'd buy the Clippers?
No, I won't
that's
be
out.
buying the Clippers, but I hear Magic Johnson might be. Did you hear that?
I did not hear that. That's
Yeah. Where have you been? You're TMZ.
I
You
know.
hear everything. I heard. Well, so I'm not putting it out there. I heard it.
That'd be really
Magic
cool,
went
though.
to- Yeah. That would be really cool.
Who's your team, by the way? Chicago?
Oh, listen. I'm still back in the old days with the Bulls, I swear.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Would you say Michael's the best player, or are you LeBron? You know,
You're not getting me
LeBron
into
new
that
blood?
debate.
Okay, no, I will not do that.
You're not getting me into that. But TMZ, my goodness,
I know.
you guys must be doing the hula since you broke this story,
It's
right?
crazy, right? Since they broke the story, there've been so many other stories from
So
it.
how
it's
did
so
that
interesting.
happen? How did that? Did she call you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about that. But,
Wow.
Is it a crazy? Would you say what was the biggest story? I mean, you come from a news background. What would you say the biggest story of your career?
O.J. Simpson, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. What did you say?
What happened there?
For me, I was 96.
We all remember where we were. How many of these do you have? Come on. Hey. Yeah, I would say O.J. Simpson was the biggest.
Really? Bigger than Watergate?
Bigger than 9/11?
Or no, was that just a crazy story to
No.
O.J.? Different kind of story?
Different kind of story, because Watergate, we all sat and watched the hearings every day. But O.J., everybody remembers where they were when that Bronco was going
chase.
down.
Sure.
People call their friends. All right, that's it.
One last question.
I gotta get to tea.
Wait, one last question.
Yeah.
If you're one of